Hey, everybody, welcome to Noir Bar. Come on in, grab a seat, get your drink orders in. I've got a drink right here. Good to go. Happy about that. Forgot my energy drink out in my car. I had to run outside and grab it. Because
your
nothing.
Car in the 1940s, yes.
Yes, it's a Studebaker. What's your problem? White wall tires. It's a beautiful operating machine, American made. Hey, and joining me, as always, is Far. Far, how you doing?
All right.
Oh, yeah?
Thank you.
You
I am not joining the cult, though. I'm all right.
So Far, for the first time, discovered a Scientology come join our cult setup. Which
this isn't even the first time. I just thought of it as I'm walking by, like, have I actually told Polly about this? Because seriously, the last time I was up here, so a couple of months back, right? They set their booth up there on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And, like, I remember walking by there with my mum a couple of times, and I mentioning to her, like, you know, I still remember that one fucking ad that Polly and I found by complete accident.
With the volcano?
Yeah, the Scientology ad?
Yeah, I remember the one.
Yeah, where we were just like, wait, is this a Scientology ad? Is this? Oh my god, it's Scientology!
Yeah, I know.
You know, the whole fucking thing. Yeah, and like, every time I walk by, I'm like, Scientology, am I right? Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's only today where I'm like, wait, did I ever actually tell Polly about this? Or show him?
These people are that close. My god.
They're like right in front of the fucking train station. Like, I wish I was exaggerating, but no, they're right there.
I you know,
I'm not joining the cult.
How else are you gonna get rid of your body thetans?
Body thetans don't exist, Polly.
Well, and their e-meter doesn't work either. What's your point?
My point is they're a fucking cult. I'm not joining the cult. I just love the fact that it's like they're classing it as a stress test. Like you'll see this. Like they have a sign right outside their fucking booth that says "stress test."
Yep.
Nowhere on the booth does it say Scientology. It says Dianetics.
Yeah, exactly.
Like on the booth, it's like there's nothing indicating it's Scientology unless you know what you're looking for. It's amazing. It's fucking hilarious. Because no one's stopping by the booth either. Like, I guess, like, people either know what's up or they're so fucking confused that they're just like, I don't want anything to do with that.
Have you never seen the documentary Going Clear? Really well done documentary by Gibney, gifted documentarian. They talked to a bunch of people from Scientology, and they all sort of say the same thing. There were people that wanted, like, they wanted religion, but they didn't want any of the trappings of religion. They wanted something bigger than themselves. It was mildly spiritual, but not heavy duty. And it was like in the 1970s and whatnot. And they wanted to work and a lot of charity work, right? Like working for feeding the hungry and keeping people off drugs and that sort of thing. They didn't want to be hippies. They wanted something mildly spiritual, whatever. And Scientology was like right there, man. And so they sell to you the same way. Are you feeling depressed? Why, yes, every now and then I do feel depressed. I mean, who the fuck doesn't, right? It's like, do you feel anxiety about the future at times? And it's like, they're asking you questions where every single person's answer would be yes. You know what I mean? Do you feel that you might not be in the right place in life? Like that you were meant for more? And it's like, yeah, who the fuck doesn't? Like, you know,
right?
And they're like, come in, take an e-reading test with us, and you know, we'll rid you of the body thetans that are causing you to have these feelings. You frauds.
Yeah, absolute fucking frauds. It's just, I just am so entertained. Like, you have no idea how fucking entertained I am by the fact that, like, every Saturday without fail, that booth is there.
But
I think they even there on Sundays, if I think about it. No, I have yet to see anyone actually sitting in there and getting a test. Like, I walk by there pretty fucking frequently too, because it's just, you know, in like the main hub. Like, in front of the train station is basically the main hub of like all the shopping areas in Perth.
Right.
Like, yeah, there's a reason why the train station is right there. You know, like, it's the center of the city.
And Carol
So
Soldier,
like,
it's
they've
like
chosen
they have a
their
Navy
place.
poly. They do have a Navy. The Sea Org. Yeah. It's the highest honor to join the Sea Org. And it's like, let me tell you something. If you're going to join a cult, and it's like Branch Davidians, right? We've watched a bunch of stuff about the Branch
Oh
Davidians.
god,
right?
yeah.
They're out in the middle of
they're
nowhere.
doing their little.
They're out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle
little,
of
like obstacle course.
Sure, they got the house, and they get
Carrying
the cult members to do all the construction, the carpentry, as half-assed as it is. But like all of their unit structures are built by the people that work there. Same thing with the ships. But here's the thing: if you want to leave a place like the Branch Davidian, you got to go hitchhike at the road or whatever because they're way out, or you got to make a phone call and have someone ready to pick you up or whatever, or catch a bus, or that's your plan. What do you do when you're out in the middle of the fucking ocean and you want to leave the cult?
You pray to God and whatever deities exist out there that they will find a way. You will find a fucking way.
Yeah, you pretty much
save me, Poseidon.
Divine intervention. That's your only option at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Just save me, Poseidon, please.
And that's what L. Ron Hubbard loved more than anything. That's why he wanted to get out to the ocean. Going clear makes that clear. The amount, like the shitty old ship that he bought to begin with, and all of the work to de-rustify it and make it seaworthy was all done by the cult members all day under the blazing sun. Like, Jesus Christ. They say you want to leave a regular cult, like I'm talking about, usually you just have to get to the nearest bus station, or if they've got security or whatever, you have to have somebody like plan to pick you up. But it's just leaving. Like, I mean, L. Ron Hubbard's figured out the next level. Let's go to the ocean. Then they can't leave, like.
Yeah, it's like holy fucking Scientology, man. Like, the closest I've seen to someone getting into that booth, right, like, was today, and it was like a kid running up to the booth and their parents taking the kid away.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't like. No one's dealing with this shit. I'm just amazed that like the city of Perth even lets them have the booth there, Because, like, they're right next to, like, an actual cause as well, like the fucking, like, Falun Gong or whatever the fuck they are. Like, yeah, please stop harvesting our organs, China. And then you have Scientology right next to them. It's like, yeah, that's a little weird.
Like, just thinking of something that we found accidentally last night, Far, that I want to show the good people.
This is...
I can share this.
No, I'm not even gonna guess.
Why? As soon as you see it, you'll go, oh, this thing. I mean, you were there.
Yeah, I know. But, like, I'm just, like, thinking, like, it's not the... Like, I don't want to say it out loud just in case,
Yeah. I know what it is. Hold on.
Yeah, and then it's, like, completely wrong, like, the opposite direction. It's like, yeah, no, I don't want to be that person.
Okay, there. That's good enough. That makes... This connection is not private. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do this a different way. You fucks. I'll go to Tin Eye and I'll find a different copy of it. You bastards. Fuck. Oh, yeah. Okay. By the way, while I'm yammering here and trying to get the proper image to be able to show you the thing. Nevia. The fuck is this? I said Tin Eye.
Nevia. The fuck is a Nevia?
I have no idea. I mean, it's...
Oh, yeah, and the other thing.
The
other thing that I had, like...
Well, it's Nivea.
No, like, I just remembered.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just remembered this as well. Okay, so there was another thing that I had today, right, as I'm, like, looking for food. Alright. Yeah, there's these people, like, just handing out pamphlets for, like, a socialism meeting for some reason.
Fucking commies are everywhere. Everywhere!
Yeah, so not only... And this isn't, like, basically the same place. All of this is occurring in the same place. So not only do you have Scientology doing their fucking stress test and then Falun Gong going like, please sign a petition to try and get China to stop harvesting our fucking organs. No, you have a socialism meeting agenda being handed out. Like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on in the center of Perth?
Well, you just said it, didn't you? Center of Perth.
Yeah, and then there's like another thing where like they were doing this weird like art thing where they go with like, yeah, white Australia has a black history and shit like that. It's like, it's just all the things. It's just all the fucking things today. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, there we go. All right, so here, check. Well, here, I'll share it with Far first. Fuck! Super unprofessional stream. And speaking of super unprofessional streams, Streamlabs is fucking with me. So anybody who is feeling so inclined and generous as to tip the bartender, or Far for that matter, because she's got the fucking lease on the first location. Not on this one, though.
Just wait till location 3, bitch.
Yeah, I've got it locked up. You will not be finding this one. The deed to this one.
That's what you think.
Streamlabs is all fucked up, so if anyone is feeling generous enough to donate, they're all my regular donations, not Noir Bar donations, because I don't know what's going on with my themes. Again, I clicked over to Noir Bar, and it was every donation pop-up that I have combined. Not the right ones and the wrong ones, enabled and disabled. I don't know. And it's like, oh, make sure you hit save. And I'm like, I do 3 times just to make sure. I'm not kidding. 3 times just to make sure. And then, but when you go back, make sure you hit save on the next screen too. I do 3 times. Yeah. So in any case,
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't fucking doubt it.
All the regular donations are what's up today if anybody decides to go and do so. Now, here, take a look at this.
I love the regular donations though.
Yeah, there's Exploding Bambi, $22. That's not a Noir Bar donation.
No, that is not Noir exclusive, right?
Yeah,
I fucking know how to tell you that.
Okay, so everybody knows this picture, right?
And everyone should know this picture. If you don't know it.
Yeah, I mean, this is the classic jealous girlfriend and the boyfriend looking the better option, shall we say? Does that make sense? Yeah, I think that makes sense, right? And then the other girl just being and the other girl just being her sexy self, going, oh yeah, I'm doing it, working well, right? Okay, so we were watching a documentary last night on debunking myths on Victorian England, and this was a picture that came up.
Which was very hit or miss.
Tell me about it. Look. The Victorian England version of the same fucking meme. Tell me it's not. There's the guy thinking, here's the hot smiling girl, and the glaring girlfriend going, the fuck are you looking at, fucker?
She looks so pissed.
Yeah.
Like... yeah. Victorian memes. Fucking love it.
Okay, once again, look. Right? Everyone knows this one. And then over here.
Yeah, 1.
Look.
And 2.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, hold on, Vic. Hold on. Let me just drag this back.
Yeah.
Let's just take a look at this. Look. It's the jealous girlfriend meme.
It totally is.
Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I kind of want to frame this, or I don't know, use it as an avatar.
Yeah,
or
put it somewhere.
I mean, what are the odds? I love it so much.
Right? Like, yeah, it is perfect. Like, just fucking perfect.
Oh, wait a minute. It's kind of squished for chat. I didn't see that here. Let me embiggen it. There we go.
Ooh.
There we go.
Embiggen.
There it is.
Enhance.
Yep.
But what a hit or miss video, though.
Oh my god, it really was.
It, like, fuck.
It really was. I got the better option meme, exactly. Well, I mean, look at her. She's so happy. She's got the cleavage is rocking.
Yeah.
She's got a basket of
She's just happy.
Whatever.
She's just living her best life.
Yeah. And this lady, she got it all, right? The fancy dress, the parasol, the hair, whatnot, and she's still bitter as fuck. I mean,
yeah.
Pisses me off. All right, the band's not playing. Let's just. I was talking to Pinky earlier tonight, Pinky Salmon, and I'm like, she can do, she does the saloon cabaret songstress 1940s thing extremely well, and I was like, you should come on Noir Bar one night. You can be like our background singer. You can you can hang out with us, of course, but then whenever you feel like the vibe strikes to start singing, you can start singing with the band. I figured it'll be good. And she's like, well, no, I go to bed at like 8 o'clock Central. And I'm like, Jesus. She wakes up with the chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Like,
she goes better.
yeah.
Holy fuck.
Like she's out there at the coop shaking the rooster going, wake up, fucker. It's time to wake everyone else up, you know? Oh, yeah. And Sam was supposed to be here tonight, but oh, there's a meow.
Oh. Yum, yum.
I pay for your food, you brittle-boned fuck.
Latitty's jailer. Thank you for the $3.
Oh, God.
Latitty.
Oh, God.
Okay, I thought I was free from that. I had forgotten for a few days, but here we are. We're back again. Someone spare me from this puppy-killing psycho bitch's incessant moaning about trauma and threats to her baby. She just won't take her L like an adult. Yeah. Yeah.
AP, is that you?
No, it's anyone who's watched AP and is like just, you know.
Well, it's a valid question,
It
Polly.
is.
It's a fucking valid ass question.
It's a valid question, but it's a valid point AP's been making about her is my point, okay?
I'm not saying it's not a valid point. It's just,
It does read like AP, doesn't it? Like one big long, you know.
God, I had forgotten about the titty. I don't want to. I don't remember that. That's Jesus.
We got Alamo Gulf citizens out there putting our links in chat, doing the Lord's work, greatly appreciated, well appreciated. So we have a whole bunch of things left over from last week because we didn't get very far into them because, Far and Sam are the chatty Cathy's, you know.
Hey.
Well, it's true. It's tough to get a word in edgewise between these two. So you're trying to move on with the content, but no. Australia, France. It's all they want to talk about. It's just. Far's really confused.
Oh,
she's like, what are you even talking about? Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
Nope.
Bubble. Server 21, thank you for the $2. Speaking of great memes and women, you ever see that picture of Sophia Loren giving James Manfield a look? I think the caption should be, bitch, you ain't shit. Well, yes, I have. Fucking super famous. Let me just look. I will find it for the other people who haven't seen it. She's so mad because it was a party set up for Sophia Loren to like welcome her to Hollywood and America and whatnot.
Oh,
right. And James Mansfield
you showed me this.
Jane Mansfield, I have been drinking, leave me alone, shows up with like I don't even know what to call it. Titty cleavage beyond all cleavage. Just to like show her up and then sits down at her table. So everyone who comes to take pictures of Sophia Loren is going to catch the titty streamer of her day sitting there. And like what male photographer is not going to take pictures of the big old titty staring them in the face? And she did it on purpose. Like Jane Mansfield, what the fuck is wrong with you? She knew what she was doing.
Oh yeah, she had to.
Bubble. The NES of C. Thomas, thank you for the $2. After 40 years, I live again in all my 8-bit Japanese 80s glory. Awesome.
Yeah, you have shown me this picture before. Like, holy fuck.
Let's go for all sizes, large. Chat. I mean, look at the dress she showed up in, guys. Gee, which one do you think Jane Mansfield is? But the best thing of all, look at the laser eyes Sophia Loren's given her. Look at that.
Yeah, it's like, come on, really?
Yeah.
Like, bitch, really?
She literally did just walk up to the table and say, hi, while leaning over like that. I mean, good God,
yeah,
woman.
And then look at her face, and then look at the other woman's face, which is just like, what do I even say to this?
Like, she's struggling.
What do I even...
Oh, some mean bastard fucking colorized it. I love it so much. Red bubble.
Oh my, yeah.
Look at those fucking laser eyes. You're gonna set her tits on fire. Calm down there, Sophia.
Please tell me there's like a Photoshop image somewhere of like someone actually putting laser eyes.
So yeah, you're not wrong, Serpent 21. It's yes, legendary picture. But Sophia being like, this is my night.
Yeah. It's like fair enough though, like you go here, it's like, yeah, this is, for me,
said,
and then you come in with your fucking like titties.
It's like, but it's in every picture. Like you can't. Like this is her walking up to her to say hello, and it's like, oh, pardon my tits. How are you?
Yeah.
What a whore!
Yeah.
But seriously, I love these colorized photos because you can legitimately see the detail. I mean, yeah. And so don't tell me that sexy dresses and being demure. Oh yeah, everybody back in the 1950s, you couldn't even show ankle. Really?
Oh shit. Yeah, like, come on, guys. Really? Like, look at this.
I know.
Look at this.
And we were talking last night about, someone just reminded me, the Miss Nevada picture Valine mentioned.
Oh, God. Yeah. Miss Nevada.
There it is. Yeah. Oh, no. I'll open the wrong browser. Sorry, guys. I got like 5 browsers open. Shit sucks. What are you going to do? Moving on. Boom. Nice to go. There it is. Miss Nevada. Somebody's not happy.
Yeah, right.
It's like, she's so happy. She's so happy. She's at least looking
I'm
like she's happy.
You.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah. This one was about to light a fire on her back with them eyeballs, man. Cleavage of Jane donated $2. I am both old-timey and big. Yes. Okay, Far and I were having this. So they removed beauty from the pageant as like...
Yeah, which is just confusing as fuck. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
So... Far came up with the idea that they were judging them on their inner beauty.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there trying to think of the questions that the judges would be asked to determine, like, on what criteria are you judging someone by their inner beauty? And I don't know. It's
you had some brilliant ones.
What was it? Would you rather work at a soup kitchen or help an adult illiterate learn to read?
Yes, that was one of them. The other one was like, which did you cry at more? Bambi or Beauty and the Beast? That was another one.
It is out of frame. You're right. God damn it. There she is. There's the angry lady. There you go.
Hey.
There we go.
But yeah, that was another one though. It's like Bambi or Beauty and the Beast. Which one did you cry at more?
Yes. Who did you feel worse for?
Yeah. Oh God. There was the one I said jokingly about the because of what we'd watched earlier. Like now, if a cop asked you in an interview, so if you did the crime, would you tell me you did the crime? What would you answer?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah, we're watching that chapter last night. And murder in Australia, young boy, 14, or was going to turn 14 later that week, wasn't it?
Oh God, I forgot.
Something.
I forgot.
So
he was kid.
He's a kid. Gets like abducted, bad things happen, and then he's killed. To him. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
The police, when they first get this guy, the suspect, who ultimately turns out to be the guy who did it, into the room, they got the got the camera and the microphone going, right? And the lady cop the investigator actually asks him, so if you abducted this young boy, would you tell me?
Yeah, like that was just a straight up like fucking question she asked. And the best part is the way the guy responded was like, probably not.
Probably not. And it's a, yeah, well,
like the most fucking Australian way to answer that question too. Just, probably not. Like in that exact tone. I'm like, probably not.
Like, because we thought about it. We talked about it for a couple of minutes because it's like, what answer were you looking for? Like the answer is going to be no. Because if you say yes, I would.
It's always
and it's like,
going to be no, unless you're like incredibly fucking stupid.
And we thought about it from the perspective of, okay, the person who did do it, and then the person who's absolutely innocent, and you get asked that same question, like, how does that help you in the investigative process? Like, just ask them outright. Did you have anything to do? Do you know this boy in any way? Would seem to be a good introductory question. Her introductory question was, if you did this, would you tell me? I mean, that's like a question that like a girlfriend asks a boyfriend. If you cheated on me, and you know, would you ever tell me?
Tell me.
You know,
it's like the answer is still no.
Yeah,
but, you know.
the answer is no, and all your.
I pay for your food, you brittle-boned fuck.
Server21, thank you for the $3. Inner Beauty, just look up the image. No, you're thinner than me. You're thinner than me, not prettier. Tell me she doesn't reek of cat food. Also, you may not judge a book by its cover, but you can judge a ship by its hull. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the diesel engines were busted on Hubbard's ship. You had to get new ones. It was, God, have you seen their costumes that they wear? The Sea Org? It's so sad.
No.
Just go Scientology Sea Org. Oh yeah, and when you join the Sea Org, it's for a contract of 1 million years. Jokes aside, 1 million years.
Fucking hell! Who's living for 1 million years?
It's well, they think they are.
Look,
they are. See.
Look, if I'm living for 1 million years, Polly, I think I have better things to do with my time than join the fucking Sea Org.
Right? The free wins. Like, look at that. I mean, they're not wrong. They literally have a navy. They got them all dressed up like seamen. Sea men.
Do you like current spread?
And women.
Well, gee, I don't
Yes.
know, I guess. You gotta be positive.
I mean, God, the whole thing's just so fraudulent.
Yeah?
For fuck's sake.
I pay for your food, you
brittle-boned
brittle-boned fuck.
That's right, Caroline. Don't let that cat steal your comfiest blanket. You pay for its food and its treats and its balls of yarn. Pageant girl Inner Beauty donated $2. Here's a list of the criteria that pageant models are judged on by their inner beauty. The list goes 1 through 10. They're all blank. Gil Cotto. Oh, Gil, what if you're countrymen? Country people.
Country people. Yes.
Fellow countrymen?
That's
No, that
inclusive.
had men in it again. Citizens, fellow citizens. There we go. Gilcado, thank you for the $10. The inner beauty answer would have to be Beauty and the Beast, of course, because bitches love libraries. You know what's funny about that? Why don't you tell us about your experience with libraries, Far?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Bitches do love libraries. It's true. What do you mean? Of all potato, thank you for the $3. I just wanted to hear this again. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Yum.
We are bringing freedom to the people of the earth.
Oh, God.
Our crusade is to ensure the eternity of all mankind. Join the Sea Org.
Right.
Like, I mean, and this isn't a Photoshop job to mock them or whatever. This is their legitimate advertising, yo. Only clears and OTs. Our target, an OT civilization. Join the Sea Org. Operating Thetan. OT.
Okay, yeah, because I was about to say, like, what the fuck is OT?
Yeah. As you move up in levels, you eventually get to Operating Thetan, level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then they added more on top of that. It was, and as you have to pay to get more information to be able to move up in rank, and my God.
Fucking pyramid scheme of cults. Great.
I still hear the fuck Sinatra in there. Do you?
It echoes. It echoes throughout time. The fuck Sinatras.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Speaking of people with poor navies, Sam's here.
Oh, hello, Sam.
Hello. Seconds.
Yeah.
YouTube there. Hi.
Why does the French Navy suck so much? Explain yourself.
Oh, I don't know. Why'd you keep buying ships
I
from us?
pay for your food, you brittle-boned fuck.
Well, we almost didn't buy ships from you.
Brittle-Boned Fuck donated $3. Famous words I hear a lot from my slave. I mean humans.
Man, I was way too snappy on that for this time of the bloody morning. Jesus.
We're going to drop that. Oh, Sam, did you see the
Yes.
Victorian era jealous girlfriend meme?
I did not, but that sounds like something I need in my life.
Yeah,
hold
let's have a
on.
look.
Let me.
Where is it? There it is.
There it is, but we got to find the original. Where's the original? Show yourself. Okay, not there. There it is. Okay, so we'll do it over again for Sam. Sam, you know this meme, of course.
Naturally.
Right. Okay. So we were watching Debunking Victorian History, Myths of Victorian History last night, okay? And this came up. Look. What are the odds?
It's isn't it?
What are the fucking odds? What are the
The odds are pretty good. The odds are pretty good.
This has been going on since girlfriends were a thing and sexy younger women were walking around with their titties hanging out.
I, in a word, verily.
Yes. And then we moved on to Mansfield showing up and off to Sophia Loren stealing the thunder of the night and the laser eyes that occurred accordingly.
You know, that shot, honestly, is only as good as it is from this angle. I've seen it from a different angle, and yeah, it's not so special. It's not so special.
Well, we looked at it from different angles. They're a little wide apart, admittedly, but I mean, that dress is just like she's shaded out some nipplage
dress,
to be able
right?
to. Yeah, exactly. She's wearing something undersized, and considering, like I said, she wasn't even invited. She just showed up, and no one's going to tell Jane Mansfield you can't come in. She didn't get no fucking invitation. And you're totally caught up now, Sam. That's all we've talked about because this is Noir Barn. That's how we roll.
Love it. Love it.
Although I do have a question for you, Sam.
Fire away.
So say if you did commit a crime, and I asked you if you committed the crime, would you tell me if you committed the crime?
Wait, you? Or are we talking, generalistically here? Because I'd probably tell you. Only so we
But
could
say
laugh
I was a
about it
cop
afterwards.
and I asked you if you committed the crime.
Yeah, but is it still you?
I'm asking you a legitimate interview question that we legitimately
Okay.
saw.
So you've arrested me. You put me in the cuffs. You've hauled me down to the station. Right. We're in the interview
Not even
room.
that. It wasn't even that. It was literally just like, okay, so did you see this kid? Yes. Okay, if if I asked you, like, straight up, if you kidnapped a kid, would you say yes? The guy just
No.
responds like, probably not.
No. Of course you fucking wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't.
Yeah. It's like the two options you have there. It's like, oh yeah, I fucking would absolutely tell you, which is just like, what the fuck? Or, the more sane option of, no. No.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Jesus. Depending on what kind of impression you want to give, right? You know, you want to come off as a complete sociopath. You can look them dead in the eye, smile, and go, "Why, yes, absolutely." And then they start looking into all of your history and all that kind of fucking thing. Because it's like, this guy's fucking weird.
Oh, this guy had a fucking history. Yeah, I know. Like, Jesus Christ. The kind of history makes you go, like, why was this guy allowed to be free? And in public? And anywhere around children?
You know what? Actually, thinking about it in retrospect, which is why it's, you know, the spur of the moment thing versus actually thinking about these things. I would probably say, I would, you know, given the time to think about it, I would probably say something smart-ass as like, all questions may be addressed to my representative.
Which is something that always comes up when anyone's ever watching this stuff, right? It's like, you think people have seen enough fiction around this to ask to speak to legal counsel, whether that be a barrister, like, a lawyer, an attorney, whatever. You say, I need to speak to legal counsel. Well, you can't even answer that straight up question. The fact you refuse to acknowledge my request for legal counsel really makes me think I need to speak to legal counsel.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. And there's always that sort of like intimation of like, why would you need a lawyer if you've not done anything wrong? Because I don't know all of my rights.
Yeah.
I don't work in law.
Yeah. Because
I'm a businessman.
I'm not a law enforcement officer like you, and I'm not a lawyer like I'm trying to talk to. I'm Guy. You know what I mean? I'm not aware of how this process works, but I am aware that you're legally allowed to lie to me. So, you know, kind of want to talk to the person who's here to help me, not, you know, fuck me over for a promotion. 223-1627. Thank you for the $5. So is this scenario, in the scenario I'm a criminal? Probably not.
That's not in on that.
Yeah, I get,
really
I get your
you
point.
know, the answer that you would give, I think it applies across the board. Or it should do.
Right, even if you're innocent. Even if you're fucking innocent and they ask you that question of like, so if you did the crime, would you tell me? The answer, it's like, gotta always be no. You know? Like, it doesn't matter if they're guilty or innocent. You gotta say fucking no.
If you're guilty of a crime and you say yes, you're a dumbass, right? If you're innocent of the crime and you say no, that basically makes sense. If you're guilty of the crime and you say no, that basically makes sense. If you're innocent of the crime and say yes, you're kind of a dumbass. It's just like, it boils down to it like, you know, one of us tells the truth, the other is superfluous. It's just one of those situations.
Yeah, one of us tells the truth, the other one is just a fucking dumbass.
Well, it's not just
you must decide.
Because I'm not getting caught up in you just trying to close a case and not solve it. Exactly. Especially when it's a missing young boy and I'm the person involved. I'm catching up with you fucking stream clippers. The person they were talking to was a convicted child molester who had served time in prison twice for it already. And it's like, well,
yeah,
he never really should have been out on the streets. But let's say that
he shouldn't have been.
Well, let's look at it in a different situation. Let's say that you're somebody who's mugged people before at gunpoint, and you even robbed a credit union or something. You know what I mean? And now they're fucking asking you about a bank robbery that went down, and you really didn't do it. You really weren't there, but they're talking to you because of your criminal history, and you live in the area or whatever the fuck, and you have no alibi for 11:30 when the bank was robbed, but you actually didn't do it. Yeah, you definitely want to talk to legal counsel because just like Sin says, you're just trying to close the case and get this focused in on real fast. They don't really care if you did it or not. Let the prosecutors, investigators look into that. We just want to charge someone so it looks like we're efficient. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm sure that's not all cops, but enough.
Well, it's always the case. It's the same across any industry. There are people that look at it as a job, and there are people that see it as their sort of professional purpose, right?
Yeah.
So people that are just looking at it as a job, they're looking to gather as much evidence and as many good suspects in as short a period of time as possible. Then there are people that see it as like, you know, their professional purpose, and those people are going to be like, "No, we got to get to the bottom of this. We got to figure out who fucking did this." I feel the latter category is an ever-decreasing circle. Feels
I
that
guess
way.
the thing that makes it even worse, just the fact that, you know, she thought that that was a great question to ask, was that already they hadn't taken it seriously until it became very obvious, like, yeah, something's up here. You know? Like, originally they really didn't take it all that seriously when the kid just didn't show up home.
Yeah.
The cops, I mean, not the parents, because the parents are, like, fucking worried sick.
Yeah, I mean, as the parents, I'd have a few questions of my own.
They did.
First and
Yeah?
foremost,
They did.
what the
Oh,
fuck
they
are you
did.
doing?
Well, yeah, they had like a, because this happened in Australia, right? So they had like an inquest on it later, like way later down the track, right?
Right.
And like the parents like even brought up like in the inquest on the whole thing, like, yeah, we have problems with cops. Oop. Well, thank you, Gilcardo, for the $10. But in that hypothetical, what if the cop is a Terminator? Have you seen this boy?
Yeah.
I guess.
That's actually, if you think about it in Terminator 2, that's the only time that Robert Patrick comes across as reasonably pleasant. When he goes and talks to the step parrots, the foster parrots of Connor. What's his first name? Jake, Jim, Chad, Spike, Frank. John, thank you. The most common name of them all. Probably just went with that. 223-1627, thank you for the $1. So there's this drink called an Adios, motherfucker. It works with blood orange gin. What else is in it? Like Adios, motherfucker sounds like something that's got like, you know,
Snake venom.
Well, yeah, not necessarily poison, but like, you know, a good dose of peyote. You know, something's gonna like knock you out for the next 3 days.
Fucking ayahuasca or something.
Yeah, exactly. Did you know you can get high off nutmeg and you'll be high for like 2 or 3 days?
What?
Yeah.
No.
I prefer classical narcotics personally, but then sure.
What could be more classical than what's found on your spice rack, Sam?
Thank you, 2231627 for the $10. The funny that just played was 10, right? Yes, it was. Congratulations. You got your money's worth.
But no, seriously. Yeah,
You got to
nutmeg.
play my ding-a-ling for $10.
I don't know. I don't know if you've seen the whole size of a nutmeg. It's pretty big. You know what I mean? Like usually it comes with powder, right, or whatever. But like unground, like a big old nut. And if you take that.
There's a clip.
Yeah, well, you grind it up, mix it with cold water, and down the whole thing, and you will be psychedelically high for 2 days. Don't believe me? Test me. Look it up. It's true. It's a thing prisoners used to get high off.
Try it yourself.
I'm not doing it. I want to be high for 3 days. Who the fuck wants to... Sam, think about this for a second. You fall asleep high as fuck. You wake up high as fuck after having bizarro psychedelic dreams. Like, this is not a good thing. I remember somebody trying to get me to drop tabs of acid with them. Like, this was back in high school. Never done acid, right? And they're like, come on, man, take a tab. Like it was like a party at someone's house, and they've got the tabs and they're putting them on people's tongues with tweezers, right? And he's like, you want one, don't you? Don't you? It was like a bad after school special peer pressure moment. And I'm like, no, I don't.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I'm like, nah, man, I'm fine. And you know why? 12 to 18 hours? Fuck you. That's why. No.
Also, it's fucking LSD.
Yeah, what's that?
Also, it's just fucking LSD.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
I'm not interested in taking
high school
LSD or
kids even
acid.
getting LSD?
The one I went to.
I'm just like, I just mean generally, like, where the fuck are high school kids getting LSD?
I don't remember. These are the same guys who had Opawanakane. I don't know.
You
Why? You know, whenever I hear Pwnage, it always like sounds just like a backwater town in us. It really does.
Oh, it kind of does.
Okay, so for the background on that, chat,
Pwnage. We have LSD just trucking everywhere.
so,
Come on, get your goon bags. You want some ice? You don't mean the stuff that goes in your drinks.
well, you could do that too.
Well, no, we're heading down to Pwnage for the weekend.
223-1627. Thank you for the $1. Okay, so an adios, motherfucker, contains equal parts rum, tequila, vodka, gin, blue curacao, 4 times that in sour mix, and top with Sprite. Yeah, okay. I understand the name now.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
And thank you, Sup21, for the $3. All this time about crime in Australia is just making me think of one man, Chopper. That PSA he did. There's another one coming through.
I pay for your food, you brittle-boned fuck.
Hold on, Caroline. Far's trying to read a donation.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I will continue. That PSA he did about guys going to prison for beating and raping women should stop all crime. I agree. Chopper telling you that, like, yeah, we're gonna beat the shit out of you if you beat or rape a woman and go to prison. Yeah, that should stop all crime.
Good point. Good fucking
Modern
point.
problems require modern solutions.
It's an Otter right away. That drink is amazing.
Seen that?
Yeah, seen what?
Well, have you ever seen that PSA?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if
Yeah,
I've
it's
seen
like
that
it's
one
fucking.
particularly.
Yeah, it's like fucking incredible, honestly. Of just like, you guys got actual Chopper to do that PSA. Like, holy fuck.
I
Like, Chopper. Like,
I approve
fucking
of it.
Chopper. The dude that was like, what, like really fucking famous for just being a career criminal?
Yeah, that guy.
Got his ears chopped off in prison to get out of like a specific cell block. That fucking Chopper? The Chopper that like, I don't know if this was filmed before or after this happened, but legit, like, was on, like, a news, like, interview show, played Russian roulette with the fucking news presenter. I'm not kidding. That is on footage.
I got one question.
Actually did it?
And considering he had his ears chopped off.
Sorry?
Yeah, say what?
Did he want a Lexus?
Oh.
Did he want a Lexus?
Of all potato, thank you very much for
Yeah,
the $3. What I'm hearing is, with Nutmeg, I could completely fuck up somebody's weekend. Gonna make a mental note of that.
Yes, suppose you
Don't
could.
do that. I'm fairly sure. I'm fairly sure that's like
A crime?
against several laws.
Yeah. You know, okay,
Yeah, but
okay, so
here's the real question though. If a cop asked you, hey, did you dose this dude with nutmeg? Would you tell them yes?
just say you really like the old-timey flavors. Nutmeg, allspice, cinnamon. You're a fan of all of them. I didn't know it was going to get them high. And then why did we find all of this stuff on your computer where you searched how high of a dose do you need to fuck up someone's weekend with nutmeg? Well, that's why you delete your criminal internet searches and use a VPN before you go searching for how do I drown my baby. Have you ever noticed that in criminal proceedings, the people always have the most incriminating questions in their search history? Why the fuck didn't you, at a minimum, clear your search history? Or pull a full Hillary Clinton and like delete everything on the fucking computer, use fucking bit bleach, and then put fucking nails through the hard drives. That's what they did.
Right?
Step up your game,
like,
people.
These people.
Yeah.
Are you a one and
fucking
done?
people.
Are you a one and done hardened criminal? Check out NordVPN today.
I was just thinking that. It's like, yeah, we are not sponsored by Nord or Norton or any of that shit.
Gonna go ahead and grab something here.
I wonder if the question is being asked. You know, well, if you've got nothing to hide, why do you use NordVPN? You know, because it's the same shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, have you
really
ever tried?
is.
There's lots of things you can't. Like, you can't access your bank, you can't access PayPal, you can't. They don't let you use VPNs for that. So, I mean, you know that they're aware you're using a VPN because there's an entire block of IP numbers that are being used by various VPN services, right? So they damn well know that you're using one. It's totally feasible for a country to pass a law that, no, anonymity on the internet, this one guy that we don't like that we're calling a terrorist this week used a VPN. Therefore, we're passing a law against VPNs. Why not? Destroy anonymity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's. I mean, it's like all the stuff that various governments have been enacting against access to the dark web. You know, it's like, guys, this is not just China doing this. This is everywhere. it's fucking everywhere.
Yeah, although that makes it kind of confusing because it's like the government uses all this shit, right?
Right.
Wouldn't it make more sense to just let people continue using this so that it's not really obvious when you got a government, like, a government operation going on? You fucking morons!
All the policies that they enact, it's not stuff to like ban access to the dark web or ban access to VPNs or anything along those lines. No, it's policies that state that any anonymity service, you know, operating in their country must give government, like, you know, backdoors into their service.
Right.
That's largely what it is. So yeah, Far, you're right. They do want people to keep using it. They just want, you know, ways to completely circumvent the anonymizing technology.
Okay, so 2 things from drug-related from my high school.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so there was the Pwnage. Now, you guys know what that is. I don't think chat does. Yeah.
I love your Pwnage. I just love the whole concept of it. Like the fact that it's like, this is a thing.
So
this exists.
You had guys back in the day rolling blunts, right? And you would get like the sticky icky buds and bust them up and roll them up in an actual cigar paper, like a true blunt. And then some superhero would end up getting a hold of hash. And so when you're mixing hash, like the little chunks of hash in with the weed, you know, they would call that a salad blunt. When you rolled 2 of them together, you'd call it an oo-wop. Don't ask me why. So, 2 blunts rolled together that was bud and hash together was called an oo-wop. Now, so motherfuckers started to get smart, especially around senior year. Like, and by smart I mean stupid. Where let's start dusting our blunts with a little bit of cocaine, right? Because, you know, marijuana, cannabis being a little bit of a downer, you're gonna get drowsy, whatever the fuck. It's like let's mix a stimulant with a downer at the same time, and then we'll be peppy but high. Right? I'm like, guys, you're just freebasing, right? But nonetheless, it ended up happening, right? We're going to dust a whole bunch of fucking blow onto our busted up sticky bud. And since the bud's so sticky, yeah, it mixes really nice. You roll that up in a blunt, and they called that a Cocoa Puff. Get it? Cocoa Puff?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. So you've got weed and blow in the same blunt now. Somehow, don't ask me how. It's still a fucking mystery. Some fucker got a hold of opium. Now, I don't know if he traveled back to like Victorian England and went to a fucking opium den or went to the Old West and got some laudanum. I don't know where the fuck he got opium from. Okay, but they started mixing in like opium with the fucking blunts along with it with the weed and the coke and the hash, and then came the opium, which they subsequently ended up calling Pwnage.
I love the fact that this existed at one time. You know, like this is just a whole bunch of shit that should never grow together.
Look, man, I want to go up a little. I want to go down a little. I want to go up a little. I want to go down a little. It's a Pwnage.
They've already got a name for mixing coke and opiates. It's called speedballs. You know what I mean? And you should do it. It killed Jim Belushi. No. Yeah, like, which way? Wait a minute. Which is the older one? The younger one who's still alive?
I don't know.
Jim. Yeah, no, it was Jim Belushi, the guy who was on Saturday Night Live, who was in Blues Brothers. That was Jim, right?
I have no idea. But just like
anyway, that's what killed him.
Speedballs kill.
But he was also fucking mainlining it. Let's see. 223-1627 for $1. Ooh-wop. Bop, bop, doo-wop, bop. Finish the double, lol. Too busy focusing on my message. Don't know why there's suddenly Opawanacane. It actually comes from a Nas track. Sweet. Oh, get some, Persians.
What?
Get some. Yeah. Right in the fucking mouth. Do you not have the donations up?
No, I do. It's just it didn't play at all for me.
Oh,
like,
really?
The thing came up and it's like, yeah, like I really realized like something was going on when I switched over to it. It's like, oh, yep, it's there, kind of.
I got the text, but no video.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a goddamn
same.
shame. Super.
OBS, sort your shit out. Jesus.
It's Themistocles laying down the law with the Persians.
Themistocles.
As you should. Thank you, Gamer Valine, for the $23. Use a burner device in a public Wi-Fi system and do chemistry homework. Everyone expects a VPN, you rookies. Normal people don't suspect chemical engineering homework in plain sight. Now, when you're saying chemical engineering, you're talking about like, street chemist, right?
Yeah, like Epiwanacane?
Like making synthetic things with precursors you get from pharmacists or chemists, as you call them down there.
Back street crack. All right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. So the Obi-Wan was story number 1. Story number 2. I wanted to find somebody that I could bet, take major bets on, because I came up with this idea. So here's what you do. You got 2 teams that are playing. Basketball, football, doesn't fucking matter. Basketball would work better because those guys are a different group, right? Okay. You send a bunch of pizzas to the guy's house, or a box of donuts would even be better. But you lace it with psilocybin, magic mushroom shit. Okay? The odds are in his team's favor, and you bet heavily on the other team. You take out their point man, who's responsible for like half the points they're going to get during the game, and you get him high as fuck with a 24-hour high, like 12 hours, 36 hours, or 12 hours, 24 hours before the actual game, and then bet heavily on the other team.
This is some mob tier shit, Polly. I love how much thought you put into
this. That was a grade 11 I came up with that plan. It's like, what if it kills him? I'm like, it's not going to kill him. He's just going to have a hell of a trip. He'll be fine. I mean,
oh my gosh.
Who doesn't love mushroom pizza?
That's what I'm saying.
Especially when it's free.
Hey, Mr. Pigman, how's it going? I was supposed to say, and hey, upside down harlot. Wait a minute, I'm talking to you. Hey, Far, how's it going? And it's Jesus. I've been drinking. It's fine.
In response to your question, Mr. Pigman, this is location 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, what happened is we're having an ongoing struggle with the people who own the bar across the street.
Nori bar.
Yeah, Nori bar. Goddamn Sinatra words that they are.
Sinatra.
Yeah, that's it.
Same thought.
Fuckers. And so, there's a second space that I hadn't used up until now. This is location 2. It's across town. They don't know where it is. I don't know. The newspapers are calling it a gang war. I don't know. They're exaggerating. It's not really that bad. There's been some dead bodies though. It's fine. No, we're not responsible, of course. Now, if you killed anyone in a gang war, would you tell me? Probably not.
Yeah.
I tell you, Polly, because bodies are hard to dispose of.
Yeah, you need help with that shit.
And speaking of, so Pikmin says, "Wow, this is a new bar." Yeah, this is the fun one. If you walk down that hallway, you see the hallway off to the right. That's where the sitting room for AAA is. This is just the little back room that happens to be back here, and they decided to make use of it since the unpleasantness with the people across the street. Well, it's okay. It's okay. Their building's made of wood. It might go up soon. Is all I'm saying. Nobody
This is
commented on the new
That's
fucking
hard.
intro, though. There was a completely new fucking intro to Noir Bar, and no one said
And
shit.
it was great.
No one said shit. I'm gonna play it
Maybe they
again
showed
just to
up
be
like
that
Polly.
guy. I'm playing it again just to be that guy because I like it that much. Here, let's take a look. Look at this. Look at this awesomeness. Oh yeah. Jazzy tones. Ice cube sounds. Sexy lady. Hell yeah. Nice whiskey pour. Gotta love it. I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. I'm happy with it.
I am. It's fantastic work, Polly. It's fantastic work. And everybody just got the director's cut commentary track edition as well. You all should be fucking grateful. that doesn't happen very often, yeah.
I would tell you how long that took me to put together, but I won't because, you know, dignity. It's like, Jesus Christ, you got that much time on your hands? It's like, no. It's okay, I do. Well, Far was there for the majority of it. Remember all the fucking, oh, I found this new thing I'm going to add in, and then you end up cutting out half of it, and then, you know, then the editing, and then you got to find the right music, and then the sound effects, and, oh, fuck.
Well, right, because you want it to be all the things, but at the same time, you don't want it to be, you know, longer than the damn show.
You nailed it. Right. Like, it could keep going. I had a picture of a guy sitting down and setting a drink on, or taking off his fedora hat and dropping it on top of his drink because it's disgusting, and like pushing it away, like ordering, and then he puts his fingers up and like orders something better. I'm like, oh, what a great shot. But that shot itself takes like 7-8 seconds to go by, and it's already 30 seconds long. Fuck. The hardest thing is not putting stuff in, it's cutting stuff out. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, I want all the stuff. And it's like, nope, you can't have everything. Like you just said, Sam, it can't be longer than the show. Speaking of the show, why don't we do some articles?
All right.
Okay. Let's look at this because it's disgusting. Superworms survive solely on styrene.
Mm-hmm.
They survive Superworms survives solely on packing peanuts as researchers look to create plastic recycling technology. Oh, look at them.
Lovely.
In Soviet Russia, worms slurp plastic.
My question is, like, you know, you don't want to do the Australia thing where it's like, oh, hey, let's bring in the X to eat the Y that are overpopulated. And it's like, okay, yeah, but what's going to eat the X? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you get like, okay, so we introduce all these worms to eat the plastic. What's eating the worms, guys? What's eating the worms?
Not people.
Not me. I can tell you, I won't eat the fucking bugs.
Just eat the bugs, bigot.
No.
Just eat them.
Okay. A polystyrene munching beetle larvae called superworm can gain weight in an exclusive diet.
That's what it's called? Superworm?
Called a superworm, yes. Can gain weight on an exclusive diet. Yes. For fuck's sake, yes. Jesus Christ.
It's a very special worm.
They hope their findings can pave a way for a new technology to degrade and recycle the plastic on a large and recycle the plastic on a large scale. Who wrote this? Oh, it's from Australia. That explains it. Okay. And others are skeptical of the approach. Fed on only styrofoam. Why you could have said that from the beginning? Why are you using this crazy Euro word? Just say styrofoam.
It's not crazy Euro word. It's his chemical fucking composition, Polly.
For 3 weeks, the superworms, larvae of the darkling beetle, Zophobus maro, survived on... What?
Just call them that. Don't call them superworms. Just call them darkling beetle larvae. That's so much cooler.
Yeah, every fucking emo kid around the world will want one. This is my darkling vehicle. Beetle. Wait till you see its final form.
Oh god, I'm getting cell vibes. I'm getting cell vibes.
And in case anyone was wondering, yes, the Noir Otter does evolve into the Golden Otter. Hint, Yeah, you know, I was looking at, I was just talking to Sam, and he's got his new audio setup coming in. Oh, Sam, did it arrive? It's Saturday. Did it get there?
It's not here just yet. No, it's only 10 to 8 in the morning here.
Okay.
So it'll probably be here this afternoon.
So Sam's got a super sweet new audio setup coming in, which is really exciting. That's cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should do a special show, Polly, when it gets here and it's set.
Yeah, all of a sudden, we're all going to find out Sam's got, like, the voice of me combined with, well, I rate Alex, I guess it would be, like, two deep voices, one that sounds British. I don't know, trying to...
You wait till those dulcet, bassy tones come through. I'm telling you, my friend.
He's going to rush me off the internet, this guy. I was looking at the mixer that I want to buy, the Focusrite Scarlett, because the mic that I'm on right now runs USB, but really when you're running it USB, you're working it at half its quality level. It needs to be running XLR. But that's why I got the mic, so I can buy things in pieces because I'm poor. That was the plan, right? The Cloud Lifter that doesn't even plug into anything, guys. I know I've repeated this a bunch, but the Cloud Lifter really pisses me off. It's more expensive than the fucking mixer. It's just a little phantom power box that goes in between. And I am going to take the screws out of that thing and open up the back of it just to ensure there's something in there more than a rubber band and a fucking ball of lint. I want to see that there's tech in there. I want to see circuit boards or something. Because they're asking for a lot of money for a little blue box that doesn't plug into nothing. And supposedly does all these wonderful, amazing things to your XLR mic. And I want to know that it isn't just a giant fucking scam. You know, there was a guy in the old West that ran a fucking scam. This is a true story. You can look it up. He ran a fucking telegraph office. He ran it for a year and a fucking half before anyone noticed there were no telegraph wires coming in or out of the fucking building.
He pioneered Wi-Fi.
He did. He really fucking did.
He was running a wireless telegraph in the 1870s, and no one fucking noticed. People would be showing up saying, "Did I get any messages today?" And it's like the guy's like, "No, sorry, not today." You know, not any messages of any fucking kind, as a matter of fact. So he's sitting there with his little telegraph, like sending out messages to no one. So you see what I mean? People can be.
I can relate to that. That's me on the dating scene right now. Jesus.
Saying how Signal's not getting nothing back. What am I, an Asian man on a dating app? Yeah, I said it.
Ladies, come on! I'm 6'2" and a bit. For Christ's sakes,
it's a statistical argument. I feel bad. They should have never. Nobody should have ever done videos on that. Who are the most responded to, least responded to, most approached, least approached on dating apps by demographic, gender, age, and whatnot? It's like, it turns out that if you're on a dating app and you're an Asian male over 30, like, go to a bar. You have better odds.
Yeah.
It's wild though, because I mean,
like you can be a smart, charming man, but as soon as they see that you're Asian and over 30, it's like, no. And I'm actually kind of confused by that. Why? Because Asian ladies are the most approached over everyone else.
But the bit that gets me is like considering, demographics in terms of distribution of wealth and all that kind of thing. Asian men over 30 don't do too fucking badly, professionally speaking. They make decent stacks on average.
Yeah.
So you'd think.
So I don't really think they're gold diggers. I think these are hookup people that are up on these dating apps. And you also...
Oh, probably.
Which raises the question of where they got their data set from, right? It's like, according to this, and it's like, was it Tinder? It was Tinder, wasn't it?
Yeah, was it Tinder?
Because if it was a hookup site, well, Tinder. Come on. Slim! How you doing, man? Where was I?
Wasn't from Plenty of Fish, because, off the coast of Japan, they fucking ain't.
Yeah. Oh, the Rodecaster Pro 2, no need for cloud lifters. Yeah, I hear you, but my ultimate goal is to have a Shure 7B to catch the smokiest and lowest of my bass tones. How else can I sing Old Man River and have you guys appreciate it? Don't worry, I won't ever do that to you, actually.
Oh, I might though.
The fact that superworms are able to gain a small amount of weight from eating styrofoam exclusively is an indication that they're able to convert the material into energy, according to study co-author Christian Rink from the University of Queensland School of Chemistry and Molecular Biosciences. That's a mouthful. Oh God, see, but here's what comes out after the so-called worms are done. This is their next form. It's, you know.
Yeah. I like those less somehow.
Yeah, these will be overrunning your area that you got. Oh, well, we got too much styrofoam. Oh, yeah? What are you going to do when you have too many of these things?
Are they the same thing as rain beetles? Is that what they are? They look like rain beetles. I don't know.
The worm larval phase of superworms followed by the development of the pupae. The animal cocoons itself and metamorphosizes into a darkling beetle. They're strong with the dark side of the force.
I can't see the word pupae without thinking poopy. I don't know.
You too are 12? Wow.
Yes,
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Robot Q short of average, but let's not get into that.
Oh, hey, here was some bad news. It's good news that most people won't understand unless they're Australian. Neighbours cast says goodbye as Australian soap opera wraps after 37 years of filming. No more Neighbours.
Yep. Longest soap opera.
I've watched, thanks Far, episodes of this show.
All the ones with Kylie in it, right? Wait, was it Neighbours? Was it Neighbours or was it is it Home and Away? Is that the other Australian one?
Home and Away is the other Australian one. No, it would have been Neighbours with Kylie Minogue. Yeah.
God, she was cute.
I think that was Neighbours.
Wait a minute. Have I got this backwards? Feline's saying the Rodecaster will work with the shirt. So the Rodecaster is not the mic, which I thought is what you were talking about. The Rode Podcasters, I thought was the mic that I see a whole bunch of people use it. And one time Hammer, the guy who built my computer for me, uses. And so what you guys are talking about, the mixer? Anyway, I'm broke and need money to buy these things because the cloud lifter is more than the mixer, and the mixer is expensive enough, and then you still need cables, and you need a boom arm that can support it. Fuck. And all you've done with all of this sensitivity is created so much sensitivity that it's picking up the lower dulcet tones from the back of your throaty throat that you actually need acoustic tile now. Now, I don't mean super expensive tile. I've actually found fairly inexpensive tile on YouTube. Amazon. I've been drinking. That's, in sheets, which is great because I'm just going to redneck it and glue it to cardboard because I'm not looking to go any further than I need to. But Jesus Christ, is everything fucking expensive? Because I started thinking, everyone's got a fucking a Stream Deck. But me, I want the little 9-button Stream Deck. And then I'm looking at how much they cost and it's like, no.
Yeah, I've seen them in like JB Hi-Fi and shit when I'm walking through looking for
stuff and things.
Anything I need for technology-wise, and it's like, and I just find myself stopping by like that aisle, just not even intentionally.
Yeah,
where it has all the streamer shit. And it's like, I see it in that, and it's like, that's a lot of money for that.
Gamer Feline, it's the board. Okay, fair enough. It's the board. Okay.
If you wanted to redneck a little bit further, Polly, you could get one of those, the num pads that you can get for laptops.
Sure. Yeah, the separate ones. Yeah.
Yeah. You could grab one of those, and I could go through the process of setting up a bunch of macros on it for you, and rather than shelling out like fucking $60 to $150 on a bloody Stream Deck, you could just have one of those, and it would do very much the same thing.
Yeah, Rodriguez says it's a great device. Look it up, Polly. Highly recommended. It also has a sound pad thing that should be over $1,000, but goes for just $700. So.
Oh, just $700?
Yeah. So tip your bartender because he's poor.
Yeah. I'll give you the links as well. There you go.
The thing that I hate is like I'm looking to pay rent, and it's like, well, I am looking to do that, but like after rent, food and shelter are paid for, then it's and campus fees. It's like I want to reinvest in my podcasts and my streaming and do bigger, better things, and it's like, oh yeah, I can't. All right, well, time to take it to chat. Chat, help me, please. I'm poor.
Yeah,
Toss a coin to your Otter. Come on, people.
Yeah, right.
Actually, I got to hand it to Sam. Speaking of those, I got to hand it to Sam. He's got a friend who hooked him up real well, and I was like, "Wow, that's cool." All the shit you're getting, man. I'm looking forward to hearing it. Because you've been dealing with bad sound problems for a while. There's a time when Sam was
for as long as I've known him.
See what I mean?
Oh, no, it's true though.
He's in chat on one channel and then creates Sam 2, where it's another channel, so he can listen to the streams on one and talk on the other. Or otherwise, this mass echo happens. Like, my God, you just see the way that I've got it set up right now. Sam's turned all the fucking hell up. Me and Far turned down, and then the whole thing is the whole gain is turned way the fuck up, so you can all hear us all equally. Otherwise, Sam would be so quiet you'd barely be able to hear him. So I'm looking forward to hearing Sam authentically. It's
likewise. No, see what it was, chat. What it was, I was watching a replay on YouTube of I think it was a AAA I was on actually, but yeah, I've seen it on Noir Bar because sometimes I like to hear myself again, and
I think you're the only person I have ever heard say that.
No, I hate it, but it's you got to review how you're coming out to people, right? No, so I was listening back to it, and I was like, God, people put up with this? This is awful. I got to invest some money for the good of the people. So, chat, doing it for you.
Doing it for you. Evolved Potato says, I'm poor too. Hey, yo. I'm just saying, if you are so interested, this is where the money's going. If you can't, there's no obligation whatsoever. Yeah, just be here and enjoy our company. Like, there's zero obligation to donate, guys. Only if you are able and want to. But if you can't, hitting that like button would be helpful. Sharing it on social media, retweeting the tweet that I sent out that the show was going live. All of those things actually help, like in a big way. And if you're listening in the future or even right now, leave a comment below, because there's so few things that actually affect the algorithm. One of them is interactivity in chat. Comments. People posting comments means they're interacting with the video, so that actually helps out. You can't donate, but you still want to help, hit that like button, share us on social media, retweet the tweet I sent out, leave a comment. All would be appreciated. You want to do a list? You want to have some fun with a list?
Should we have a list, Bob?
Sure. Let's have a list.
Love a good list.
Okay, I'll give you some options, because we got some
Okay.
9 weird drinks around the world that would surprise you. These photos look like a dystopian hell, but are sadly real. Okay, we're not doing that one. Hold on, let me turn it on so I can actually scroll down here. What is it? 13 roadside attractions you can visit in New York. And then, of course, the list that just refuses to die, we can never see to finish it off. 33 tree houses you can rent from Airbnb today.
God, how long have we had the treehouse list up for? How long has that been going on?
How long have I been alive?
There's a lot to talk about with some of them goddamn houses that people have the red hot nerve to post those. Think they want you to pay you money to stay there? I'll give you money for a book of matches to burn it down.
God, right? Look, I'll pay for the gas to douse on the place. Or you set it on fire.
You want to pay for gas in this economy?
Yeah.
Are you insane?
I'll buy you a gallon of fucking lighter fluid. It'll be cheaper.
Right.
So again. 9 drinks.
Sam, you choose. You choose.
I
will be right back.
Okay.
Well, that's why she wasn't being generous. She was just needed an escape route. That's all that was going on.
Yeah, my lady senses were tingling. I figured that's what it was. I'm kidding.
Patio Furniture wants the roadside attractions in New York.
I tell you what, chat. 1, if you want tree houses. 2, if you want roadside attractions in New York. This is a community effort.
And we're completely skipping over weird drinks from around the world.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a short and sweet one.
Yeah, it will be. It's mostly big things, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like the giant goon bag they made on the beach in Australia. Yeah.
Giant goon bag.
They did.
God, is that like one of those like comically large shisha pipes? You know, there's like fucking 50 people all around it, all just talking away.
Okay, so we've got it's coming out pretty even, except for Random American with 3. I'm not really sure there was a 3, but that's okay.
Oh, that means he wants both, because, 2 + 1, right?
Mm.
I'm seeing a preponderance of 2s.
And 2 was the tree houses, right?
No, 2 was roadside attractions.
No, I'm pretty sure 2 was the tree houses. I'm not even trying to push towards the tree houses. I just thought it was.
See, there you go. Mr. Pigman, 1. Who cares about New York?
Well, touche. I don't. No offense to anyone who lives in New York, but I've been there several times, and I was dramatically underwhelmed. I get it. There's a huge mystique around the Big Apple. I understand that, but it was like going to Los Angeles, where it was like, uh-huh.
I always thought it was appropriate they called it the Big Apple.
Yeah.
Boy, that city's rotten to the core.
All right, tree houses it is.
It's looking that way.
Where was the one with the outhouse inside?
Ah, jeez.
Oh, there's the UFO treehouse. We did that one.
The smiling UFO.
Yes, that looks like the Lex Luthor's group from Super Friends. Fuck.
Oh, gee.
The Legion of Doom. It looks like the Legion of Doom's headquarters.
Okay.
Lod.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm back.
Okay, so we're doing tree houses.
Okay.
See, that one I just like the look of. I do. From afar.
Okay, we can't do that one. Okay, I'll tell you here.
Okay.
Chat capture. We can't. Okay, there's luxury camping or glamping. Fuck you. And then there's this with 12 luxury tents overlooking the acres of Kenya. I'm not going to Kenya. I'm not.
What's wrong with Kenya?
They got lions and warlords. Do you need more reasons?
I do, actually. I do.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, that's very nice and all, but like, and a rainy season that lasts like 4 months. No, I'm not going to fucking Kenya.
You know what it actually reminds me of?
Go ahead.
You remember the Pizza Huts that they used to be sort of back in like in the early 2000s, right?
And it does look like that, yeah.
That, but like Indian themed.
It does.
Welcome to Kenya Hut.
Quit appropriating Kenya.
Be careful that the lion does not take your pizza.
Costa Rican treehouse. A woman went off the grid for 3 years to build her dream home. The result? A multi-level bungalow that she now wants you to pay for.
Oh, hold on, a multi-level bungalow.
I know. Airbnb. Let's do it. Let's do it. You motherfuckers. You motherfuckers.
That might mean the listing's been taken down.
Yeah.
Either that or they're using cookies to determine whether or not, which page it takes you to, which of course means things.
This is the roundest place. Entire home hosted by George. Does that mean he's going to be there the whole time?
I hope not.
No, it means it's actually a parasitic growth.
Named George?
No. The host is George.
Yes.
The house is the parasitic growth.
Ah. So they built a wicker tent around an outdoor pool.
I don't actually hate that.
No? You're okay with this?
No, I'm kind of okay with it.
Let's go.
Being a very fair-skinned individual, it means I can swim in a no longer outdoor pool and not get horrendously sunburned.
Ooh.
Oh.
Fans on the wicker roof. Very nice, very nice.
Kind of looked like part of that roof was designed to be pulled away.
Yeah.
See the lighter colors there?
Yeah. Okay, 3 chairs per side. You're just overdoing it with 4.
Yeah. Also, your interior decoration budget.
I do like how they haven't jammed every square inch with something, that there's like space to walk.
Yeah. Yeah, that is nice.
So you got the TV over here. I guess you sit on the little ottoman here to watch it? Because sitting over here, it's going to be as big as my fucking laptop screen.
What you do is you get one of those prescription windshields and you put it in front of the TV so it magnifies it.
This is the same fucking stuff showing the same pictures from a different angle. See, this is my side of the house. This is her side of the house. And then here's what happens, right? You're living in a loveless marriage, so you end up walking down to the side of the stairs. And then just at the exact same moment she gets to that side of the stairs, and you're like, oh, you were going to use the pool? I said, yeah. Okay, go ahead. Fuck. And you turn around, you walk back up the stairs. Because you don't want to be in the pool with that bitch.
You have such a vivid imagination, Molly.
I'm just saying.
Vivid is not the word I would use, but sure.
Okay.
You end up getting into an argument. Oh, wow, that's a sofa.
It's a hell of a sectional. Or have they just cut the arms off a series of recliners and placed them all together? Because I see spaces.
I don't know, but I kind of like it. Okay, why does they not have a fuck you TV here?
Okay, do you see where the TV is?
Yeah, that's silly.
Why are you always sitting so far off angled from the TV? Is it?
Those are where your teenage children sit, because it's not like they watch fucking TV anymore. They're always on their goddamn phones.
Oh.
It's inclusive.
Yeah.
Let's all sit together and stare into the fire. Listen,
right?
You got all this money. You're so wealthy, you know? You couldn't even fucking hang the thing. It's just leaning there on the fucking mantle. And why is there a fire extinguisher sitting beside it? Is because you know how flammable wicker is? That's it, isn't it? I'm just saying.
I mean, depending on where it is in the world, it'll probably be some sort of bylaw or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, that actually looks nicer from this angle.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it does. Because you get to see how much further it goes with the 15 throw pillows at the top of the stairs.
Oh, that's for the that's for the ladies' night. That's what that's for. Throw pillows fucking everywhere.
You don't want a wood thing over your stove. Shit, what are they called? Shroud, because it's gonna get greasy.
Yeah.
Who am I kidding? That miserable bitch hasn't cooked since the day we got married. Moving along.
Ollie, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you doing?
Fake gamer cat in chat. Fake gamer cat in chat in reference to the pool comment I made. Says, Sam, I feel that to my Irish shoulder right there with you, brother.
Here's the big table with the 4 chairs on each side because I used to invite my friends over, and then she forbade it.
I hate those chairs, though.
Yeah, they look so uncomfortable.
Yeah, they really do. I think they're meant to pair with the table in a really big way, and they just
probably are. It's probably meant to match, which they do, but Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could make better chairs and then stain match that to the table.
You could.
See?
You really could.
This is what it's been reduced to.
So sterile.
I sleep on one side, she sleeps on the other, but really I just sleep on that multi-sectional couch staring at the fire, wondering what could have been if I had never met her.
Wishing
Jesus Christ, Paul.
I'm just saying, it's the story the house is telling, all right? I'm just narrating
Is it?
It's this house that is bright and airy and spacious and all that kind of thing, and it's just like, fuck that bitch.
What do you guys think of showers with seats in them?
Good for older people. I appreciate it.
Yeah, do you? Okay. I remember one time when I took
inclusive.
I remember one time that I actually used the seat in a shower. I'm over at my friend's house. I'm out of town. Okay, Memorial Day weekend, right? And I sit down in the shower. I go into the shower with a cold beer that I had just opened because it was going to become a long night of drinking, right? And I sat down in the shower with my cold beer, and I wasn't there for more than 3 seconds before I kind of like just looked at myself, or the situation rather, and thought, the fuck am I doing with my life? Like, either I'm showering here or I'm drinking. What if I, and that was it. I set the can down outside the shower and got the fuck up. Oh
God, it was a can as well, like not a bottle. Like if it was a bottle, you reasonably you could get away with it, but
no, it was a can, and you never take glassware around water, Sam. You never seen those signs? No glass around the pools.
I have, but I come from a long line of people who didn't give a shit. Hence why I'm here. Generalistically speaking, not a Noir Ba. What's happened?
What's with
here?
your mirrors? Why do you have a mirror inside of a tinted mirror? That's kind of what I'm getting. Is that what's going on?
Okay, so
Yeah, what?
the gold fixtures would be lovely if it wasn't for the horrible tiling job. Look at the spacing on those motherfuckers. Also, clean your goddamn... What would you call that? The line between the tiles and the bath there.
Gout. Well, you'd be cleaning the gout out of the... I forget what it's called. Yeah, you got me on that one. Shit.
Yeah. It's not difficult, Rubbing paste in a toothbrush. Let's go.
I do notice that it is quite darker than everywhere else. See, Molly Okemi went right for the gout too. See, no, I think gout is the shit you're trying to clean out of there, Molly. I don't think
gout. No, it's grout. Gout's the horrible disease.
Oh yeah, that's right. Gout is the disease. That's what fucking Darkside Phil has because he sits on his ass eating bacon all day.
This fucking cat.
That's right. I forgot about grout. Good call. I've been drinking. It's gout. Yeah, okay. All right.
The line above the bath be like, I am grout.
Josh. Okay, Joshua Montgomery. There's no need to shout. Okay, grout. I get it. Fuck. Okay, Gamer Valine, thank you for the 1150. I wasn't expecting the discussions about loveless marriages to bleed over. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten so specific on suicide heart attacks and 25-year-old mistresses. We were having this conversation about deliberate suicides by heart attack last night, when I was exclaiming that women are trying to drive men into an early grave and enjoying it. And
suicide by heart attack. Why would you want to induce a heart attack in yourself in order to expire? There are nicer ways to go.
Because you're going to go bang your mistress that's 25 years younger than your wife, and you already have a will that leaves her nothing.
Oh, I see. Okay, see, that makes more sense.
Yeah, it's I'm going to have a heart attack. I'll fucking do it right now. Like, you threaten it. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So this is I get people saying, hey, come on, give me your Discord link. Come and hang out in Discord. No, you don't want to, man. It's a cold, shadowy place full of dark ideas. How many bathrooms do they have?
It really is. Yeah. Is this just a house full of bathrooms? Like that's all they have?
It's like it was an IKEA showroom, but we converted some of it.
Oh, actually, I noticed something in the bathroom here. That's a that's not a toilet.
Oh my god, is that the toilet roll?
Yeah, but that's not toilet paper. That's full on paper towel. How big's your ass?
Why are you using paper towel?
That's what I'm saying. How big is your ass?
Ugh.
Well, one sheet of plenty is a job of many less.
Chantal's bathroom? Well, no, her ass couldn't fit that toilet. There's no way.
No, Polly, is this like was this taken during like the toilet paper rush?
Right, they couldn't get any. Good call. So
I actually don't hate that bathroom.
It's another fucking bedroom. This is nothing but bedrooms and bathrooms with small little lonely beds.
Bed, bath, and that's all we got.
Yeah.
The store.
Welcome to the hotel wicker ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Such a lovely place.
It looks like a standard drop ceiling from here. It really is built like a hotel, though, isn't it? A hotel for loveless marriages where everyone sleeps separate. because I
So
can't.
this is actually a very tiny room, and those are the same tiles they use in the bathroom.
This is a very tiny bathroom that has a toilet literally right in the corner. I'm not sure I've seen that before.
That is really angled in there. Holy shit.
So we've seen the double toilets, and now we've seen the corner toilet.
Dual shitters.
Yeah, the dual shitters, and now we've seen the 90-degree toilet. So I'm all right. All right.
That'd be a very good toilet for crying. You know, you got a wall on both sides.
Another
to lean
bedroom.
against.
For fuck's sake.
How many bedrooms can one man have?
Okay, same room
That's
from a different
one of
angle.
those questions.
Same angle, or different angle, same bathroom. Okay.
That is a very, very large trunk on that sink, considering how small the basin is.
At any rate, that is what we're going to try to do.
Do from Gamer Valine. Thank you very much for the 350. The heart attack as well. The mistress is orgasming to get the last jab in. See? She liked it, you frigid bitch. Right. You're not wrong, Valine. That was the thing. That's right. You have the heart attack while she's orgasming, not you, to stick it to that paper-skinned hag that wore you down to a nub to the point where you're willing to go that far. Right.
A little death into rigor mortis. Love it.
This is a tour of beds and baths. Yeah.
Bed, bath, and
Nothing beyond.
that's it. Nothing beyond. There we go. That's it.
Question. You've got
Bath
a
and nothing
perfectly
beyond.
good. You've got a perfectly good, appropriately tall chest of drawers there with the mirror above it.
Yeah.
Why have you put the TV all the fucking way up there?
Well, I know the TV
doing
placement
Power
throughout
Vanilla.
the TV placement through this entire house is suspect. We've seen that. This is the third one. Clearly, these people have no idea where to put fucking TVs.
Sam, it's because it would cover the mirror, and you can't have that. You gotta have a clear mirror in every room.
Yeah, I don't think
every room.
I don't think they've got a wide enough frame on that fucking mirror. It could be wider.
It could just cover like the whole space between the windows there. In fact, forget the windows. Fuck the windows. The windows should be mirrors too.
There are more cubic inches of frame than mirror. You morons.
You know, I say that, but like the room I'm sitting in right now, right? Like there's the
kitchenette.
whole wall where the windows are.
Yeah.
Like the windows are tiny, but the whole wall is just a giant fucking mirror. I'm not kidding. It's like, I'm joking, but it's like, no. Hotel rooms really exist like that. I'm sitting in one right now.
I like that there's a kitchenette off of this one particular bedroom.
Like
That's nice.
like a granny flat type thing.
Is it, what's that?
When people's parents get old and, maybe they can still look after themselves well enough, but, you want to keep your parents close in their old age. Yeah,
right.
There's a lot of people...
your friends close and your parents closer, if you will.
There's like a lot of people will convert their garages into so-called granny flats to keep their parents in. And it's just, it's basically like a studio apartment. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or, like not even just the garage, it's like just someplace under the house, even.
The decor there, that's a nah bar.
That looks so depressing. Yeah, let's just sit and watch the blank white wall for entertainment.
I don't know if Sin's still here, but let me show you guys something. I found this picture earlier and I was showing it to Far. Look at this. Imagine having that in your house.
Oh, that's tasteful.
It is, right? Like I love the really dark wood that looks more like a bookshelf than a bar. Holy shit, that is really fucking nice. And when that, bitter bitch calls in, Rodiger, where are you? I'm at the bar. Leave me alone. Like while you're sitting on the stool staring down into the melting ice in your drink, wondering why you ever made the choices you did.
God, you're getting more and more elaborate with this. Do you need help?
I'm just telling the story the walls have witnessed, okay?
Sure.
I'm not part of this story, all right? I'm merely relating it.
Sure. I totally believe you, man.
I just really dig looking at this. Like, I mean, that is nice, Sam. I mean, holy shit.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
The only
I feel like we could do better with the seating, though.
Yeah, there's. I believe the stools always should have a back. Being somebody who has leaned a little too far back on a backless stool and gone over. Yeah. I mean, I get bar stools. I understand that. But they can have short little backs, and that's enough to stop you from going right over. You don't actually need that much material back there. Like, just a little, right up to the lumbar. That's it, and you're good.
Even a pitched seat would help.
Yeah. Yep. And this guy, if you can afford this bar, you don't need 3 bottles of Kahlua. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
Too much Kahlua, clearly.
I mean, and your little fancy bottle of Patron up here don't make up for the fact you got 3 types of Kahlua, man. All he's got is Kahlua and vodka. You can see the tops of the bottles. There's Grey Goose, Chopin, Belvedere, and whatnot. You don't think I can recognize your bottles? I recognize your bottles, motherfucker. Anyway.
What Polly is saying here is that you should diversify your alcohol.
Well, see, Josh Montgomery says, that's it. Polly's cut off. Well, that's the beauty of having the bar in your own house. You could, no one there to cut you off.
Yeah.
Man, fuck that bar. I need them anyway.
Except for the woman. She comes around the corner with her angry strut and says, don't you think you've had enough? And you could be like, I paid for everything, including that fucking clothes you're wearing. You shut up.
The dress
Christ.
you're flaunting bit. That was me.
Now get out of here. Because you got like a whole, fucking shelf full of Riddell crystal tumblers. So you just throw one at her. But but you're
not at her, but the door frame beside her.
Well, no, you're drunk. You aim dead on for her, so therefore you obviously miss and hit the wall behind her, and it shatters.
Then you cradle your face in your hands because you wonder how life got to this point.
Yeah, you go full double face palm and just if lawyers weren't so expensive, that's it. But I mean, like, we got to be honest. If you had a bar like this, and you sat at it for more than like an hour, she'd just start screaming at you. It's like, you better talk to me, or I'm going to take that bar from you in the divorce. Anyway, back to so we're back to the tree houses.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, is this the super spiritual retreat? This is it, isn't it?
Yeah, is that it?
No, I don't.
The one where they had the all the
this
treehouse shit where they didn't even have a proper working shower, and then, like, right next to it they had their fucking, like, their house.
No, I don't think this is.
No.
Not enough stones on the pathway.
Yeah. Walk your chakra points and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Made it smaller. Here we go. Okay. Let me just move this over here so we can see the bottles up there. Make this a little bit bigger for chat. Like so. There we go. Not the tree houses. The whole list is nothing but tree houses, Umbreon. That's what we're here for. We put it to a vote. Everyone said tree houses. The tree house has a playhouse? Or is that like
sure, why not?
an overly ornate tool shed?
Yes. Thank you, Platty, for the $5. Is Polly okay? Yeah, Polly, are you okay?
I'm fine.
You've got plenty. Even asking you.
It's the bitch that's got the problems. I'm fine. At least I was until I met her.
Jesus Christ.
Sam's the one that's divorced.
That's such a beautiful thing. I'm the one with an acrimonious divorce behind me.
And you're the lighthearted one. I know. It's weird. It's a weird
Well,
situation.
I mean, I wouldn't go so far as to say that, but I just don't talk about it. I'm a lonely problem drinker.
Oh, fuck. Oh, Granny's table. Oh, that makes sense
yes.
in here.
That's exactly what I want with my raisin cookies. Eggs.
Far now, this is a scone. Okay, this is a scone.
That looks like those look
Looks
like
like a tea cake to me.
biscuits.
I'm sorry to inform you that those are scones, and what you call biscuits are in fact not biscuits.
You're the one of the wrong here.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
An American biscuit is just a buttermilk scone.
Oh, if I could reach through this mic, I'd give you such a shake. It's
Where were they invented, Polly? Scotland.
I am so glad I have someone on my side for once about this.
Euro underglobe trash that you two are. What the hell? I don't want to.
Hey.
Scones predates your country, young man. Don't you give me that shit.
I'm not saying they don't. You guys go ahead and have your scones. That's fine. What I'm saying is a fucking baked buttermilk biscuit is an American invention. It's an original, and it is not a scone. That's the only claim I'm trying to make here.
I have made them. They are identical in every way to a scone, apart from the fact that you make them with buttermilk.
It's so not true. There's no fucking craisins in a biscuit that you sop up gravy with. This makes no sense.
You're not supposed to put raisins in scones anyway. That's fucking wrong. It's an
Like, what the
abomination
fuck
in
is
the eyes of
wrong
God.
with you?
Okay. Wherever this place is, God's gonna put a fire in all their buttholes.
Oh, Gamer Valine, you too? Buttermilk scones? Yep, I'll go with that. You traitor. I thought veterans were supposed to be patriotic. What the hell?
She is a German.
Moving along. Let's see what other culinary delights they have for us in their octagon treehouse.
Oh god, that coffee table is depressing.
No, the fake fireplace is depressing. Either have a real fireplace or don't have one at all.
In a treehouse, Ollie.
What? Yes. Like I said, well, have one or don't have one at all. The other place was made of wicker and they had a fucking fire extinguisher, okay? Like, I'm just plan ahead, it'll be fine.
That just looks like a sweatbox to me.
The bed?
Yeah.
You don't like the fact there's a tree inside? Really? I don't know. I was sitting there thinking, do I like this or not? The way it's impressed into the wall in this way. I don't know. I mean, you're certainly not sleeping past 6:30 a.m., which is a problem for me.
No.
But
I mean, if it's in Alaska, it'd be fine. You need to heat that bitch right the hell up, right? But no, if that's
I
in
kind of like it, but don't at the same time, because it's just there's only one way in and out of that bed. You can't get it on the side.
You could, Far. I couldn't.
No, yeah, but I wouldn't want to.
I mean, you could do fucking handsprings along that little fucking shelf-like area on the side. It'd be fine.
No, I'd still be shuffling. I would still be shuffling, man. Like
Melbourne shuffling.
Which just means that they could have put a wider bed in there. Like, I mean, if Far can't even fit in there, like, I mean, well, just put a wider bed. Do you like the little circular table stand they gave you that's big enough for like a deck of cards? Like, I won't even hold my gun, for God's sake.
Yeah, now that you mention it, no, I don't think it'd hold mine either.
Fuck's sake.
What's with the length of the lamp on it though? Like, that's a tall ass lamp.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I wasn't looking up here, so I didn't see the top of it. Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah, I didn't even see the lamp.
Is it so that you can like build up enough leverage to break the window in case there's a fire, beyond the foot of the bed? and you can't get out. Is
Like,
that what it is?
I really get the feeling that somebody got creative and bought a short bed to be able to put in there, because you see this rod going across the top as if it was meant as like a changing room or a closet or something or whatever. Because what are you supposed to do? Like, it's Victorian England, so you pull the sheets over the bed like canopy style. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, like a full poster. You know, you pull the curtains across and then
Right, but that was to maintain the heat, where this has no roof, so the heat's just going to go, straight up. So what the fuck is this hanging rod for? Bar, what have you?
I would imagine it was for that. Yeah, either that or it is part of the design. And originally there was a curtain there, but when you've got to give the mistress a tour of the estate.
Right. 3/4 size hide-a-bed with no sagging, no bar, firm foam picks. This is the text at the bottom, chat. That's kind of being cut off, but I want the picture to be bigger for you guys, so we'll just... Here, let me make it even a little bit
caption,
bigger.
if you will.
Yes. They got 3/4 size hide-a-bed with no sagging, no bar. Now, let me tell you about the bar. I have slept on one of them couch fold-out beds that has the bar in the middle, and that was right in the middle. Like, I felt like I was fucking had spina bifida the next day. It took 2 full fucking days before I could walk upright. That bar is no fucking joke. There's a reason they advertise no bar on this thing.
Everybody thought he was a cowboy for 2 days.
Well, I wasn't walking bow-legged. I was walking like like holding my kidney area the whole time. It was terrible.
I mean, you should have walked bow-legged, style it off.
Skylights allow you to see the canopy of trees directly above. And so in fall, you get no light as the leaves fall, and you got to go climb up on this roof precariously, almost ready to fall through those paper-thin slats at any moment to get the leaves off of there. And what happens when snow builds up? You're fucked. And why did you suddenly turn your phone into portrait mode?
Angle of the roof, they'd be all right with snow.
Yeah, you say that till the crushing snow comes in. It might take her out, though, so, and then you could just call it an act of God. Now, see, fire extinguisher, Sam. They could have had a real fireplace the whole fucking time. Motherfuckers, there it is.
Considering that they don't have a regular fire, that's the wrong kind of extinguisher. You need one for electrical fires.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Isn't that the wrong one?
Yeah. That's a wet fire extinguisher. You need a powder or dry foam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done, guys. They're being cool about fire safety.
What the fuck am I looking at? Like a bathroom, I think.
Is that a toilet?
Or a washing machine?
Yeah, I was thinking that. So it looks like a washing machine, but it's obviously not.
It's a toilet. It's one of those toilets that seals off because it doesn't eject into like a proper drain or what have you. It'll have basically a bucket underneath that.
It's labeled right here. It's a no odor composting toilet.
I hate it.
Yeah, thanks. I hate it. Exactly. It's like, so you sit down on that thing knowing that it's got a reservoir, its own septic tank.
Yeah, thanks. I hate it.
It's not a reservoir, Polly. That's a resume.
Yeah, you just throw some of them darkling beetles in there. They eat everything will be fine.
Until they start thinking. I like how it needs a fucking footstool. He's going to climb up onto this.
Why does it need a footstool?
Is that one of those things where like...
Too tall.
Have you ever seen that where like they have like the stools on the toilet so like you can lift your legs up a little bit, supposedly to help you shit better? Is that what that's supposed to be?
No. Look at the height of the toilet seat compared to the.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean though. It's like, is that what that's supposed to be? So you're more squatting while you're taking a shit.
No, this is not the Kenya treehouse. This is in Seattle.
Yeah, no, but well, that makes even more sense for that then.
So you make the Kenyans feel at home when they stay here?
No, because it's like...
No, because
there are people that legitimately think that like if you squat when you take a shit, it's better for you for some reason. Is that what that's supposed to be? So like you're sitting on the toilet, but you're kind of
Only you can
squatting.
climb onto it if you're short or a child. What the difference that makes?
Okay, like I say, what am I looking at here? What are these things? The little dual outhouses. Is that just cute or like I don't?
I don't know. It's a dog whistle. You know, you go into the bathroom, you see that, and you're like, oh yeah, I do got a shit.
Yeah, it's a signal. Like, yeah, this thing that doesn't look like a toilet at all. Yeah, that's the toilet. That's why it's got the little outhouses above it. Yeah. They didn't want to put a sign with an arrow pointed down saying "shit here," so they thought this was a little classier.
I'm sick and tired of people pissing in the sink.
View of the woods from a 10x2 covered deck. Gaze into the endless acres of second growth forest. Second growth? You mean it's not virgin forest? Deal's off.
What happened to the first?
It was chopped down to make wood. Well, I guess it already was wood. To make
when I left.
Paper for...
Hey, cutie. Want some candy? I'm just kidding. Get in
the car. Carefully, thank you for the $9. Do you want to borrow my divorce decree? I mean, you would have to be Dr. Valine Hobbitus, but at least you would get vindication before you even marry the future ex-wife. Well, I was telling people, I've been telling people for like 3 days, the internet has really done a number on my expectations of marriage. I don't know. I believe it or not, I used to think positively of marriage.
Yeah, now you're not so sure.
The cheery colors, stunning woodwork, and large mirrors make this an extraordinary outhouse. This is an outhouse?
Molly Okami in chat. No, Slotty Forest.
Hot showers and an overhead waterfall effect and or handheld wand. Oh yeah, I know what the handheld wand is for.
We all know
I've been on the internet.
Yeah, I think we all know.
Beautiful gardens grace the grounds around the treehouse.
Okay, that's not horrible.
No, it's not at all. Shower house and chairs around the fire ring. Beautiful surroundings.
Also, we love this plant in particular.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't hate it.
Is that what you call the outhouse, the fire ring? After you've ordered from Chipotle? Yeah.
Love is a burning thing.
Looking out one of the surround large treehouse windows. Is there such thing as a surround window, or are these people just or with the words?
Surround window. I don't know.
Fuck y'all. That's not a fire ring. That's the bottom of a 50-gallon drum, you cheap bastards. That's. Yes, we have a TP too. See more photos in later in this gallery.
That's not a TP. That's a wigwam, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
How dare they? You're going to appropriate cultures. Get it right, people. I'm just kidding. I have no idea what the difference between a wigwam and a TP.
They shot the deer right after this photo was taken. That they then took over to the ring fire. This thing. For roast venison. By the way, if you'd like to see exploding deer, $22. It's... You could see Thumper get his revenge on Bambi with all of his fucking nonsense. Thumper had finally had enough.
Polly.
Yes.
Polly.
Yes.
You've had a golden opportunity to refer to this as Bombi, and you haven't done it. I'm disappointed.
Oh, yeah. Bombi. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that would work.
But see, the video is really supposed to be more about like Thumper's incredible power that he like holds back until the moment is right. You see, he was powerful the whole show and was just trying to help. But then you crossed a line with him, and oh yeah, the mental abilities come out and kaboom.
He's the Shaggy of the Disney universe.
Several deer stroll through daily, watching for them. It's a real treat until they piss off Thumper.
Hi, baby.
Barred owls and great horned owls love to serenade you evenings and mornings. That is a nice way of saying we'll drive you crazy in that little bed we've shoved into that space. Hoo. It's me, motherfucker.
No.
Go away.
The barred owls do not sound like that.
What is a barred
They
owl
scream.
sound? They scream? Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. I won't do an impression
Awesome.
of one. Everyone will be deaf.
Awesome. Sounds like my kind of fucking bird.
Eagles and osprey
hello, freedom.
gallivant above the tall trees. Oh, they let out that eagle screech. Lovely. So this place is a veritable smorgasbord of screaming nature. Lovely.
It's just like home.
Mutiny Bay Beach is less than a half-mile walk from the treehouse. Oh.
That's not a great piece of photography of that beach. I'm sure it looks nicer than that at other times of the year.
Couldn't you have gotten like a cheap drone to take like an aerial shot and then crop
mean-
out the meth heads?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look bad until you look to the right.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
like, what the fuck
You
is
could have got
going
a
on
shot
the
of just
beach?
like the waves moving, you know what I mean? And then like all the drunks and meth heads sleeping on the beach and stray pieces of fucking lumber could have just been cut right out.
They should have hired Zelfor, all right?
Yeah.
That's who they should have got to do this.
Now, that's a man who knows how to show off the best of a piece of property.
Mhm.
Stunning
True that.
sunsets and the majestic Olympics viewed from the beach.
Okay, that is a good picture.
Probably came with the frame that's leaning up against the fucking wall on the fucking mantle. Surroundings in your home, away from home. Looks,
Assorted vegetation.
yeah, assorted
I'm-
vegetation. Now, under that top miniature canopy is a lot of poison oak. So remember, wear long pants. Yeah!
Yes!
Leaves of 3, leave it be. Leaves of 4, eat some more.
Gary Lee, thank you for the $22 and the Sploding Bambi. Screaming Nature. It is as metal as this? No, nothing is. It's- Die, Bambi. Okay.
Hi, Bambi.
Why is it that I can do Thumper's voice better than you? I just.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right, let's move on to somewhere else that is a little more Winnevan Farm. Head to Winnevan Farm when you want to reach peak happiness. It has 18 lovely cottages sprinkled around the property. Oh, I see. You're never more than a stone's throw away from your neighbor. No one wants that. Oh, the wine country place. We did do this one where most of their advertising
Yes.
was the fact that they were close to wineries, but the place itself was a
Yeah,
fucking
oh,
hole.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like they're all like so close by to the wineries, and it's just kind of like, yeah, we come for our like hippie retreats and shit. You'll love it. And it's like, will you though? I don't think I'll love shitting in a bucket.
This is rustic treehouse. That all looks like metal, and I hate to crack the bad pun, but it's more like rust treehouse. Like,
Yeah. Oh god, that was such a terrible place.
Come all ye tarnished. No, I don't like that.
beautiful treehouse, a
I
few
like
minutes
that.
from Florence, Italy. This is in Tuscany. What the
And
fuck?
it already looks better.
Why is there graffiti everywhere?
It's a chalkboard. The ball's a
Good.
chalkboard.
Jesus Christ! So all the previous guests have just written their fucking Eurotrash on the walls,
Yeah?
and you left it there?
I think that might be the idea of it.
Just trying to read some of it. What was someone saying? Tutte è facile quanto osa. Is that osa or usa? I can't see. Osa mentire. And then at the top, Hofftails and what? Dreams?
Hot.
Or is that a fish?
Looks like Hofftails and Dreams to me.
Uh,
And Simo, Simmo, wrote it.
Simo.
Guten Appetit,
Guten Appetit.
meaning.
I'm imagining that's some German appropriation of French. Good appetite, you know.
So here you are in the bathroom with the camping stove to cook your rock up real nice.
God.
I love the giant crack running through the fucking sink. I mean, this place doesn't look like a fucking meth lab at all.
Not at all.
Oh, another fucking chalkboard. Far, you're right. My God, this is terrible.
Yeah, like the walls and chalkboards. Like, holy fuck.
So
I mean,
trashy.
cool enough concept, I guess, but Jesus Christ.
There we go. Hot Tales and Dreams, yeah. I know Van John Axum. For a good fuck, call 596-32...
En ik ben jou een liefste. Or liefste, rather.
Thanks for drawing the face. It's very realistic. Well done. Show off your talent.
That's
Oh, over the bed. Just what I want.
yeah, don't shine a UV light on that. And here's where we consummated our marriage.
Right? In case you wanted to know where you were conceived, little one, it was in this room. That's right. Look at this swinging nightmare blade.
Your mother wore a teacher's outfit, and I was a naughty schoolboy. The blackboard was her main prop.
She made me write over and over again. I will not look down the teacher's blouse. It got a little old. Yeah, it's just chalkboards everywhere. Like, look, hold on.
Yeah.
Look at this. Even
every wall is a chalkboard.
Like, people have like things that aren't even chalkboards, like this slat of wood to separate the window frames. Some people have even written on it.
We couldn't find any room on any of the chalkboards, so we wrote on the upright for the window instead. Yeah.
I believe that these people and their fucking idiotic, artistic, air quotes, friends came in here and wrote all this stuff because, come on, after you stay there, what are you going to write on the walls? You're going to get a chair, you're going to go up on the fucking ceiling, and you're going to write, "You got a tiny dick, you know it, fuck you, she can't feel shit." Like, it...
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking Dane Cook lines and walk across the floorboard. Liar! Cheater! She loved you! That bullshit.
Yeah. Okay, quit showing pictures of the...
And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take some of that fucking permanent lacquer that comes in a little aerosol can and you just spray it over the top so it never cleans off. You're gonna stand that bullshit off.
Yeah, that'll never go away.
Shipley and Anish stayed there in 2018. It's lovely. Okay, now that's a nice stove. Old school. I don't know if that guy's boots needed to be in the way, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the best thing about this is like this, like without the chalk.
Oh, yeah.
So far. You get rid of the chalk. This is actually a nice, like, way to look out, you know, onto a nice patio off your bedroom.
I don't even mind.
Nice.
Like, here's the thing. I don't even mind if there was, like, one wall where you had the chalkboard. That's a cool enough concept as is, right? It's every wall, though. Every fucking wall. That's not necessary.
And in a weird way, the metalwork outside actually does kind of work from this angle.
Yeah.
In a weird way.
Oh, God.
You are beautiful.
How lucky I am to have me. I love you to infinity and beyond.
Okay, Buzz
This isn't
Lightyear.
flying. This isn't camping. This is camping with style.
Jesus Christ. It's like this wall around this sink's like a fucking... Then there's a giant heart around the fucking... What is that? Owl
That'd be
fixture?
the...
Oh, look, in the top right, you've got
I think that's the piping.
Okay.
Or the sink.
It looks that way. At the top right, you've got my nation's, collective penile compensation.
Right.
Yeah.
Another
Yeah,
giant
what
rusting
should be
metal
a
structure.
temporary
Yeah.
tower.
Is that the Disney castle below it?
Oh, yeah. It does look like the Disney castle, doesn't it?
Might be.
I just don't understand why there have to be so many. Like, this is like, I'm looking at Pinterest, the bathroom, all these affirmational messages.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you are the author of your own story. Live your dreams.
To be honest, I would expect that from something like this. Like, people writing shit like that and thinking like, yeah, it's so meaningful, man. Look at me leaving all this affirmation shit. But it's like every fucking wall, guys.
It's like prison showers. What the fuck?
Tap, 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 tap.
Yeah,
you
right?
know.
Oh, but like, it's like the
I
old
just
school
had a
toilet
thought,
with the
right?
thing. That's like where the
Yeah.
Michael Corleone had to
That
grab
is
the gun from
rusty.
Godfather. He had to reach behind the box, remember? No?
Like,
Okay.
Polly, I just had a thought though.
Okay.
Like, if this, so this is in Italy, right?
It is. Well, sort of. It's
Is
in
it?
Tuscany. That's if you want to call that.
Tuscany,
if you want
okay.
if you want to call the North Italy.
Okay. So it's in Tuscany, right? If this was in Australia, half the walls would just be dicks.
Half that but far that's what I'm saying. We're talking
You
about like,
wouldn't be able to do this.
all this stuff is in French. Like the French they're not polite people. Like there would be nothing but dicks on the wall, no matter who stayed there.
There's no French there. There's literally no French there, Polly.
There was French in the fucking first room we looked at. You were reading it. I heard.
They were so insulted.
That was Italian. I was talking fucking Italian, Polly.
Oh. True. Well, why do you speak your Italian with such a French accent?
Fucking
I don't.
Quit
Italian. So
showing
the
me this.
Italians
You
are
are
fucking
beautiful.
pretentious.
Come here and you will feel beautiful because our
Got it.
chalk says so. Open this. You know why? It's where they keep all the meds.
And the spiders.
Okay, enough of this fucking place. Jesus Christ. Secluded treehouse. Stay in this Missouri cabin nestled amongst 5 pine trees. You might have a chance to attend one of the host's drum circles and potlucks. Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
So you might have a chance to
Already.
attend our drum circle, but bring your own food? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I don't want to be anywhere near your drum circles.
And the only way to get in and out of there is with a
Jesus.
ladder?
Yeah, no thanks. I'm good.
I'm already in a state of misery. I don't need a fucking drum circle.
Right?
This is terrible. Hawaiian treehouse. Deep in the jungle landscape is this rustic treehouse, which offers as good a place to get truly away from it all. The quirkiest feature of this home, the swinging bed suspended from the living space, which is way cooler than the porch swing. Less adventurous types will sleep soundly in the bedroom, which faces a wall of windows.
A wall of windows.
I am kind of
Okay.
curious about the swinging bed arrangement. Is it just a fucking large hammock?
Dreamy tropical treehouse. Let's find out. God, there's a lot of pictures in here. So let's. Okay, those are hanging way too low. Way too low.
Yeah, no.
But apart from that, I don't really hate it all that much.
Okay, but from this
Yeah, I
angle, it
don't
looks like it's
hate it,
straight off
but-
of Gilligan's Island. It looks like a raft they've put upright.
Oh god, it does.
A bunch of spindly trees. Are those things just leaning there? Are they actual like load-bearing members for this fucking shack? I don't. Oh, there it is. There's the swinging, the outside
Oh
one.
god, but it's all exposed though. Like, don't get me wrong, mosquito nets are fine, but still, some are gonna get through.
Yeah, notice they've got
Yeah, that's
mosquito
not
nets around the
very-
main bed too, because they know what happens. It's
Uh,
see, you didn't see it in the first picture, neither did I. They got mosquito nets around the main bed, because when you wake up, oh yeah, you'd be lucky if you have any blood left.
I was just gonna say, I'll remind you of your ex-wife. How she bled you dry.
Yeah. More of a vampire than a mosquito, really, but you know, the point has been made. Minimalism is emboldened in the layout of the house. Everything is, quote, just enough, meaning there's no space inside. That's why our closets are only good for one garment each.
I was about to say, I mean, that's what, like 4 inches deep?
It's so sad.
Fucking, that's gonna be clipped, isn't it? Fuck.
You guys, it's like I appreciate creative interior design, but you can't turn barely bookshelves into closets. It doesn't work.
yeah, like it just doesn't work, guys. Come on, really?
I'm getting a feeling this is the only thing inside.
Yeah.
These are just different because I mean those sliding doors are
all
off
I
of the
have.
bed. Yeah, like the entire inside of this place is just this fucking room. See? It's just this fucking room. And I like your phonographs and all, but
no. I'm a pass.
you can listen to music soothe you while our malaria mosquitoes have given you tropical diseases.
That's what this place should be called, the Malarium. It's not a solarium, it's a malarium.
Are you bold enough to walk along the edge of the house? Try your adventurous
No.
spirit. It's
No, I am not, but thank you for the offer.
Oh, there's a person in this one.
Are you bold enough to wear banana yellow pants? You shouldn't be.
But in case you are, have we got the perfect shithole for you?
Right?
That's the point. We haven't seen
Right.
pictures of the shitter yet. Do they even have one here?
That's a good question.
expect-
That's actually a
God,
very
you
good question.
can-
Yeah.
I
Are
feel
just
like you can
expected to
really
go PayPal
tell.
on this?
I feel like you can really tell the quality of these places just by looking at the toilet.
You know what? You're absolutely goddamn right.
Don't look to the right,
All we
man.
have to
Don't look to
do-
the right. It's a mirror. You'll see yourself. No, he saw himself. Fuck. Oh, he just wants to
Yeah,
die.
like-
Dude, it's-
But like, you get what I mean? Like, all you have to do is look at the toilet.
yeah. No, you're not
And it's
wrong.
like if you have to ask so many questions about the functionality of the toilet in question, that should be enough to deter you from ever staying in the place.
He walks along the
But you get what I
bookshelf
mean?
and selects a volume to peruse through. 50 easy steps to being a complete douchebag. Opens it up, sits down, turns on the phonograph, and oh, look, he could skip halfway through. He's already done most of them.
He's flipped to the index to see if there's anything new. I've read this book in my teens. I don't need this literature.
So what we have here is hand sanitizer for literally everything you touch. Here's bee sting medicine, and this is for hepatitis B and hepatitis C. You're
And then you're fucked if
Oh.
you get hepatitis A. We don't
Nothing
cover
for H-
hepatitis A here.
Nothing for HPV, though. The home insurance will cover that.
Yeah, I saw the picture of the butterfly poster beside the douche. Yes. Okay, here we go. Here's Banana Pant Man, and he's out in the bed.
Okay, but why are his feet hanging over one end when he clearly has room at the head end?
Yeah, he really is
Yeah.
towards one end.
It's just maybe that's just what he likes, you know?
Maybe this
He
thing
just
isn't.
likes to have his feet hanging off the bed.
Maybe somebody who wasn't exactly, playing with a full 52 cards set this bed up, and if you lay in the middle, like you swing to one side, you know what I mean? It's way the fuck out of balance. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, look how tall I am. My feet go off the end of the bed. Yes, but Patrice, your head is all the way down here.
Now, what is this? The bathroom? Is that why there's a little bathroom fan here? Trying to figure out what part of the house this is.
Is that a bathroom fan or is
Yeah.
that a shower?
Hold on, what is this? It says, bathe in Hawaiian rainwater, sustainably harvest from the roof of the treehouse. Oh my god, that's a shower head.
Oh my god! Wait, so the shower is
Rainwater.
the shower has wooden floors.
Yeah, okay,
The
rainwater.
shower is.
Okay, let's not worry about the wood for a second, because you could treat wood to be
No, I'm
waterproof.
worried.
Okay, I'm
You
just.
can, but it doesn't look like they've done that.
But
though.
we need to
Let's
keep
be
in
real.
mind, this is water sustainably
looks
harvested
soggy.
from the roof of the house. Have you ever kept a rain bucket or a rain barrel far?
I mean,
There's all
It's
manner
not that
of larvae
uncommon.
and sludge and slime and mosquito
Yeah.
eggs and just
yeah,
yeah.
but Polly,
Wha-
it's also not that uncommon around here to have like water tanks. You know,
I hope they're
if
covered.
that is a thing. Yeah, usually they are. Usually they are pretty covered. Yeah, like, but it's like there's a whole process associated with keeping a water tank, though, right? Of like filtering the water, because you kind of need to do that. Do they do that here? Do they even filter the water? Because you can do that with water tanks. Why does this sound like? I'm always so suspicious whenever you hear the term organically harvested.
Yeah.
You know? Because, like, a lot of the time when they slap on that organic label on food or anything of the sort, it's really arbitrary. Like, oddly arbitrary of, like, the process behind considering something organic. So it just makes me wonder, like, so organic, do you mean, like... do you mean, like, it's like, yeah, look, no one's being harmed, or, like, it's just filthy water? Which is it, guys?
I've got a brand new water harvester. Sorry.
And it's kind of a strange situation, right? It's like, oh, honey, I'm going to go have a shower. You can't. Why? It hasn't rained in like 5 days.
Yeah, it's...
And it's like, fuck, really? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's like, honey, I am not going down on you tonight. What? Why not? It's not rained in 6 days.
I don't want to do it. It's just too disgusting. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You need a shower, and baby, we ain't got one.
Holy fuck.
Have you ever been in one of them rainfall style shower heads?
Yeah, I have one.
Oh yeah. Do you dig it?
I do actually. I do. One of the because I've always since I was about 14, 15, I've always had quite long hair.
Mm-hmm.
When you've got the one style ones, that tends to be quite highly pressurized, and yeah, it's difficult to wash one's long hair properly with one of those fucking things when the pressure's really high. Used to leave my hair very dry.
Fuck. All right. Flowers. More of the bed. Banana Pant Man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look, I gotta say, the place looks nice enough. It's just...
Okay, that's not a good picture of him.
Like...
You should have him looking at the camera and smiling.
Totally
he just looks like, how did I get here? You know, just have him looking straight at the lens. Honestly, it would have been a lot better.
What made me this way? What is the attraction to this place?
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's the guy that built it? It's just like, God, what have I done?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
A lot of this guy. Oh, hey, they got a zip line. Can I swing down? That'd be cool. That's something.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that is indeed something.
Actually, how do you get up and down? I haven't seen a ladder or a stairwell or anything.
That is a really good question.
You think it's like a dumbwaiter pulley situation with this rope the guy's got?
No, that's
maybe.
You look at the way the rope part of it's coiling up. That's for when you're finished with your stay.
Jesus Christ, Sam. So, I mean, you know when you hear the words, but it takes like a good half second, 3/4 second to register, you know? It's like... Holy fuck. Jesus Christ, I came here to recenter myself. I blew my whole savings. This place is terrible. I have malaria. There it is. There's the stairs, quote unquote.
Oh God! Look how fucking small that aperture is. I don't know if I could get my shoulder through there without like twisting fucking sideways on.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, fart just pop right through there. Any normal-sized person, they're gonna have it. I mean,
okay, I have a legitimate question though. How do you get your luggage up there?
That's what the rope's for.
Oh my god! So you're both. I don't want to pull my luggage up. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
No, fuck that.
I don't think you're supposed to.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, I think you're like this guy. You got one pair of pants and one shirt, and you just sit there lonely in the corner staring into the woods.
That is a very, very poorly selected, perspective there.
Yeah, like this could be like posted in some, photography student's art project of lonely man ponders his life, like
the broken down millionaire ponders his life's direction.
Oh yeah, of all potato saw it. Stairs on the right, covered by the tree. Okay, so here's the aperture. So this man might just be a homunculus, or it's wider than we thought. Is that a trap door so you can close it and be like, "No girls allowed"? Is that like?
No, that's a trap door so that when it's windy, you can't go up the stairs without knocking yourself the fuck out.
Nice. And it does latch from the top. So like, when you're running from the various, cougars and bears that frequent the woods, you're fucked. You get infinite.
Cougars and bears in Hawaii. Lovely.
Oh yeah, that's in Hawaii. I don't know. What dangerous creatures do they have in Hawaii? I actually have no idea.
Oh,
human
yeah,
beings,
I don't know.
Meth heads.
Meth heads, snakes.
Snakes can't climb ladders that I'm aware of.
Snakes and ladders.
You
want to play a game of snakes and ladders?
And so when the big tropical rainstorms or mid-Pacific rainstorms start up, at least you got Venetian blind windows.
Yeah, thank God for those.
Those aren't going to break in negative seconds.
Oh, Platty says they got feral cats. That's nice. And then oh God, they got boar there. If they got fucking feral boar.
Oh God. Okay, maybe the treehouse is very necessary.
Yeah, they're a danger unto themselves, man, with their tusks and teeth and hooves and whatnot. Fuck yeah.
Not just to each other either. No, those tusks, they can grow fucking backwards and up into their own bloody skulls. Like, what the fuck's that all about?
3 inches away. You just wrap this rope around my neck, it'll all be over.
I'll pull this particular section down, I'll have enough slack to put a noose in it. No, because look, it's one.
Is there a single vacation? Oh my God.
Oh God. That looks like the world's most erratic jag.
Erratic what?
Scott jag.
Oh, oops, open it in another window. Let me try that again. There we go. Where did it open? Is this one of the ones that won't open?
No, I want Scott jags, damn it.
No, I know what a Scotch egg is.
Yeah.
And we've been there. And this is the House of a Million Bathrooms, I think.
Oops, all bathrooms.
This is Chockful House. And here's Suicidal Millionaire.
That was the budget Aguilera.
Okay, so hold on. Let's try this again. No, we can't go there. We can't look at the horrifying nightmare that is the bird's nest. Fuck. Too bad. Adirondack treehouse. The Adirondacks are in the north of New York, Far. They're like you.
I'm not in New York, though.
No, I mean Western Australia, where you live in a place where the population's a little bit lower, and the population center that's elsewhere gets to decide how you live, even though you have completely different voting habits and worldviews. Yeah.
Lovely. I love that.
Yeah.
We gotta put a stop to the gerrymandering.
Nah, hate it. Too Swedish.
Too Swedish. Okay.
Yeah.
Too Swedish.
That fucking boxy, fucking pine wood clad.
This elevated abode gets its name from its unique two-wing layout that also allows it to fit perfectly between the surrounding tree trunks perfectly. Cozy cedar treehouse with a tent on the deck, which is concerning in and of itself.
Yeah.
It's 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Wait.
Great.
And they've got a tent on the deck near the windiest place on the planet.
Yep. Makes sense to me.
Remember to keep your head down. Gunshots at night and all. Fall day in the treehouse with a Japanese maple in red. With the Japanese maple in red. What? You mean the lumber?
Or do they mean the Japanese? Are those Japanese maple trees below and to the right, perhaps?
You mean back there, these things?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe. They look rather shrubbish.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know what a Japanese maple looks like, in all honesty. Looks a touch cramped.
It looks like an
Yeah, just a
elaborate
bit.
treehouse for kids.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's nice.
That is a nice picture.
Yeah, that is.
I get upstairs bunk beds, and that's why they got the ladders going up there, so you can,
Okay.
give the kids the old broom where you thump, 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 stop, horse playing up there, you fuckers, and that kind of thing.
Billy's poking me again.
Have you ever slept?
I don't
Have you ever
care.
slept in one of
Shut the
these,
fuck up.
really close to a roof like that, in a bunk bed? You ever gone
No.
camping? No.
Yeah, I
Well,
did.
I mean, in a bunk bed, but not like in this particular situation where it's
I did the
like
cartoon thing.
this.
When I was.
Go ahead.
Oh no! So I was just to say when I was still with my my Belgian ex-girlfriend, when she was still in university, the student accommodation that she was living in at the time, there was a bunk bed that it wasn't really a bunk bed. It was like a bed that was raised quite high up, one room studio apartment type affair, and everything else was sort of below that. Yeah, there was like 2.5 feet between the top of the mattress and the ceiling, and every fucking morning. Every fucking morning without fail. Like, not to get too crass on you, but have you ever tried banging underneath one of those?
No,
Banging is the right word.
The only time I've ever been in a
could see
bunk bed
that.
that was that close to the ceiling was when I was in Boy Scouts. So I'm very happy to say that no, I wasn't banging at the time.
Hey, look, what happens at summer camp stays at summer camp.
Jesus.
But I do remember, it's like waking up. You don't get up. You roll over and,
Yeah, you
and out.
roll.
You know what I mean? It was no good. It was no good. Yeah, this place is just jam packed with clutter. I think they've just tried to put too much stuff in there. Zelthor says it's cozy and he likes it. I think he just likes it because of the extra wide widescreen.
Yeah, that is a really wide TV. Holy fuck.
But where's the curvature?
It's a good point. It's a good point. Now, I personally would have went for a darker stain, but I guess they were trying to go with the natural wood color.
Yeah, depending on where it is, it might get a touch.
Hold on. Is this their actual house and this is a fucking tree house on the side they're trying to rent to people?
Sure looks that way. The kids have clearly moved out.
You sons of bitches. So when I said that it looked like like an overwrought or overplayed kids' playhouse, that's exactly what the fuck it is.
Actually is. It actually is.
You're trying to
Holy
rent
fuck.
out, see, this is the roof of the actual house. You motherfuckers. You rent out your doghouse too?
Yeah, for when
Don't give him ideas.
yeah, for when your wife or fucking girlfriend is really giving you.
See, they're trying to show you from a distance. They've got a hot tub. It's like, oh, you come share the hot tub with us. No, this is the actual house. See, it's got a patio and a barbecue and whatnot. And then here's the little fucking box in the air they want you to pay for.
Oh my god.
Fuck these people, man. Notice how they keep cropping the actual house out of the picture, right? Like they show from a distance, they try and...
Yeah, that is... Oh... that is fucking hilarious.
They're clearly, a lovely old couple, Polly, who, they'll tell you, life has just not been the same since Charlie moved away.
Oh, no. I'm not buying that kindly old couple shit. They connivingly place the majority of their house behind a fence very carefully in this photograph. It's not an accident. They just want you to see the box in the air. They don't want you to see the long, luxurious bungalow that you'll be staring down at from your hovel.
It's not even that big of a fucking building either, really. It's more of a watchtower, really.
It is. So get up there, make sure there's no forest fires, come back down. That's the only purpose for the place.
And it's in fucking Chicago as well. So literally, watch that. You're the bait. The bullets find you. Oh.
This is where you go for your no girls allowed. Exactly. That was the joke. Like the 10-year-old boy's treehouse. You know what I mean?
I really don't think the girls are gonna wanna come and try and get in.
Yeah.
Somehow.
I mean, that's why they got the tent out there. Now we know. Front of tree house from roof of actual house. It just says house I put in, but it's like roof of tree house from house. I just,
Aha.
I mean, I'm not going to lie.
Right.
It looks like a mini house, like, you know, one of the mini houses. Which can actually be cool because, like, it looks like a legitimate house. You know what I mean? It's got the little porch, the little light, like it's on a street or something like that. But then you realize it's like where it's situated. The fact is beside another house, and inside is cramped as fuck. It's like, I don't know. And then plus, look where the fucking exhaust pipe for their fucking fireplace is, right at your front door.
Is that their exhaust or is that their stench pipe?
That's either way, you know. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just that's a bad place to have any kind of exhaust, regardless of type or variety.
Yeah, fire or biological. Jesus,
it's their stench pipe.
I don't know if it has another name. I've only ever known it as a stench pipe.
All right, let's do one last story and wrap it up because I wanted to read about this. Wreck of sense English. Yeah, it's time to last calls are coming, guys. Wreck of 17th century warship found off the UK coast being hailed as biggest since the Mary Rose.
Ooh.
Explorers and historians are telling the world about the discovery of the wreckage of the royal warship that sank in 1862. That's rather 1682. It's big difference there. Big difference. 1682, while carrying the future King of England, Ireland, and Scotland. The HMS Gloucester, traveling...
Gloucester. For God's sakes.
The HMS Gloucester, traveling from southern England to Scotland, ran aground, while navigating sandbanks off the town of Great Yarmouth on the eastern English coast.
You upset me. If I could reach through this screen right now, I'd give you such a shake.
Well, how do you say Yarmouth then? Yarmouth? Yarmouth. Okay.
Portsmouth, Yarmouth, Plymouth. Come on, you know this.
It sank within an hour, killing an estimated 130 to 250 crew and passengers. Didn't really know how many people they had on board because most of them were pirates. Yar. However, James Stewart, the son of King Charles I, survived. He went on to reign as King James II of England, Ireland, and Scotland, as James VII of Scotland from 1685 to 1688, when he was deposed in the Glorious Revolution. American Revolution didn't happen then.
Yeah.
It's the only glorious one I know of.
Well, and that right there, Polly, is a stunning indictment of the American education system.
The wreck of the Gloucestershire was found in 2007 by brothers... Hold on. Got the screen off here. I didn't realize that. The wreck of the Gloucestershire was found in 2007 by brothers Julian and Lincoln Barnwell, as well as others, after a 4-year search. You sad, sad men.
Well, look, Polly, okay, if you had a history as long as that of Britain, you'd probably want to know more about it, too.
I'm interested in English history. It's just every time I ask about it, I get yelled at. Just saying.
Really?
Yeah.
By who?
Take a fucking guess.
Of this. Was I bang on the fucking money?
It was firmly identified in 2012 with discovery of the ship's bell. That's actually kind of cool. You know, it's like, it's a ship. How do we know what ship it is? And then they finally find the brass bell that says His Majesty's Gloucester. The discovery was only made public on Friday because of the time it took to confirm the identity of the ship and the need to protect the historical site. And the need to take all of the gold that was found in the hold. I understand.
You know it. You fucking know it.
Yeah. They made off with the doubloons and then said, hey, we found something down there. There was nothing in the hold. There's...
So, you know. Could you call the theft of Old English gold from sunken ships? Could you call that guinea fowls?
Jesus Christ. Wow. All right. Claire Jowett, an expert in maritime history at the University of Les Anguillas, said the wreck was, quote, one of the most important almost moments in English history when Gloucester's sinking almost caused the death of the Catholic heir to the Protestant throne at a time when the great political and religious tension in Britain. If he had died, we would have had a very different British and European history as a result. Huh. I think the time capsule offers the opportunity to find out so much about life in the 17th century ship. The royal nature of the ship is absolutely incredible and unique. Professor Jolett said the wreck is the most important maritime discovery since the Mary Rose, the warship of the Tudor Navy of King Henry VIII, who married a black woman. I watched the BBC special. Well, I'm tired of English history being whitewashed. Anne Boleyn and her proud, dark-skinned self is finally able to be seen. The Mary Rose capsized with a crew of around 500 in 1545 in the Solent, a strait between the Isle of Wight and the British mainland. So this motherfucker had already capsized? Oh, this is since the Mary Rose. Okay. You kind of switched gears on me here. A huge salvage operation brought it back to the surface in 1982. You mean it just didn't break apart? That's fucking impressive, actually.
Yeah, no, that is pretty damn impressive.
Fuck. Man, they build them to last, huh? Whew.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when you're going to contend with the Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
There are no current plans to raise the wreck of the Gloucester because it is buried under sand. Artifacts rescued from the wreck include clothes, shoes, navigational equipment, and many wine bottles, but absolutely no chests full of gold whatsoever.
Totally not.
One bottle
Don't
bears a seal
worry,
of
guys.
the crest of the Legge family, the ancestors of George Washington, the first U.S. president. Okay, now I actually care. The crest was a forerunner of the Stars and Stripes flag. Did you just say bastard?
I did.
I did. Hold on. Let's just... So see how convenient. We're right back to the fucking Navy. Well, you know, L. Ron Hubbard's fake Navy, but, you know. Let's see the Legge family crest. This isn't helping.
There you go on the left-hand side there. That's the heraldry.
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stars and Stripes, man. I see it. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Chat to Master Bob. Thank you for the $7. Polly, have you seen Chris Craighead's Zev OZ9C Special Edition pistol yet? Plus, I worked out the other day that for a smaller gallon of gas here in the UK, it would cost you over $12. Yeah. Yeah, I'm tired of... I mean, we don't do politics here often, but I am tired of the... things are much worse in other countries. Line from the White House. It's like, you got to be fucking kidding me. The numbers just don't bear that out. And they're publicly available numbers. They're not...
They really fucking don't bear it.
It
really don't.
No, I haven't seen the new Chris Craighead Zev. No, I haven't, but I will check it out. I'm actually thinking about... No, I can't. I got to buy audio equipment first. I'm investing in the show. In the show. All the money's going towards the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it is, actually, because we were looking at cables and other things, whatnot, and what's worth the price and what's not. I don't see anything close to Stars and Stripes here, people. I've been lied to. Oh, wait, hold on. We got a candy cane tiger.
See, now that's closer to it.
Yeah.
But that looks to be the Kneve.
Yeah,
family.
that's not the same
Kneve?
family. Kneve.
I'm gonna go.
Sure she can.
I don't know. I'll DM her.
In any case, no, I don't see it. You've lied to me. Let's move on. I mean, here's the leggy coat of arms. I guess this is the precursor to the Stars and Stripes. Looks a lot more like the Cross St. George to me.
Oh. Well, an inversion thereof.
Yeah.
So, Norway.
And
speaking of investments of the show, though.
Yes.
I just checked my my delivery tracking number thingy. You know the thing.
Yeah. The thing with the stuff.
It's at my most local distribution center now. It's arrived there 13 minutes ago.
So are you getting it house delivered, or are you going to pick it up at the depot?
It's been delivered here.
Oh, okay.
The majority of it gets delivered here. The stuff that I already had is currently at my place of work, being worked on by my one of my very proficient employees for me. He's doing some stuff and things.
Ow. So yeah,
right.
It's ouch. Oh, I've been sitting in one position for so long, I just didn't realize how long I've been sitting there. That's what happens when you drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's why you need a bar with like one of the twisty tops that I was looking at there earlier. Where is it? No, that's just tits. I mean these ones for anyone thinking otherwise. Hey, let's look at this one more time.
One last time.
One last time. Victorian memes, man.
How dare you look at that young wench's bloody breast?
Let's shut up, Beatrice. I've had it with your constant shrew voice haranguing me.
Well, maybe, Esther, if you took better care of yours, I would look at them instead. Verily.
On that note, oh, wait a minute. She's handing him a flower. I didn't even notice that. I thought she's kind of had her hand out.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, should I take it?
Would you like a flower?
Yeah.
Flowers for sale. Would you like a flower?
She is so bold. She's walking up with her titties hanging out and says, hello, kind sir. Would you like a flower for free? And her calling card is underneath it. It's like, you can find me at such and such an address. You know what I mean? And he's like, should I take it? And she's like, you damn well should not. You know.
She's like, Harold, you know bloody well I'm allergic to honeysuckle.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
That's why I'm getting this. Thank you for the flower.
I know, Esther. You ruin all the good things. It's.
I should have married your sister.
But no, your father had the fat girl pushed upon me, and I was foolish enough to take her.
Is this the couple that you were describing, Polly? Of like, they're like sleeping in separate beds and shit? Is it these two?
Child-bearing hips, indeed. When will it happen, Esther? When will it be?
I'm sure this comely lass in front of us could have me some children, but no. As you get older and drier, I am left with no heirs at all.
I'm still saddled with this barren mare.
That's the show, guys.
I'm getting way too into this. Let's wrap it up.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming and hanging out with us tonight and all our fucking stupidity. I'd like to thank Sam and Far for keeping me company at the bar. You guys are awesome and always a good time for conversation. And finally, I would like to thank everybody who tipped the bartender. That's me, so I can build the bar bigger and better and stronger and more resistant to rival gangs, because that's where all the money goes. Mm-hmm. And for all those who tip Far as well, because you guys are awesome, because you hear like furniture.
Thank you.
That's awesome. And Sam, you the man for coming and hanging out. I know you were feeling sick earlier on. I'm glad that you felt well enough to come on and hang out with us because it's always a good time. Always a good time.
Happy to be here. I'm glad I could make it. Glad I could make it.
So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed, or at the very least, we could keep you company while you were hanging out late night, because that's what we're here for, being a late night chill stream. But if you haven't had enough Noir Bar, then we got the entire list of stuff up on my channel. You can go back and listen to the older stuff where I sound crappier because I got a shittier microphone. Now, how much better I'm going to sound when I get this thing running XLR. And that's where your money's going. Like the $1 that just came in from 223-1627. Thank you very much. I got too drunk and had to take a shower, so I didn't pull a Polly. Did I miss the rest of the show? I'm sorry to say you did. This is last call, sir. But there is that little drag bar where you can go back, and luckily I've embedded the chat, as you can see, in its lovely oak surrounding frame there. And I'm going to be hanging a framed picture in this room, the location number 1, and the AAA sitting room of all the people in the comic club, because they're an awesome bunch that have really helped, and it is sincerely appreciated, and they deserve to be put in a place of prominence. How about that? So, this is last call, and like we always say about this time, you don't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. So we'll see you again next time. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.